What's up, everybody? Vic Play-by-Play here. I am back for Game 2 of the NBA Finals between the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. We have a very, very fun and exciting game. Well, I'm hoping it's going to be fun and exciting as Game 1 was, because it just looked like it was going to go back and forth. Very, very tight game. I mean, the Golden State had multiple opportunities to try to take the lead, but instead, the Toronto Raptors were able to pull it off in their first Game 1 in NBA Finals in their franchise history. So that was very, very good to watch for them. Shows that they are not afraid of the moment, not letting the jitters affect them. So now, can they sustain that type of energy? We will find out as this game goes on. We're still in a little bit of a pregame right now, guys, but in the next few minutes, this game will begin and we will start playing the action. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm going to use it anyway. As we have George. What's up, George? My friend, hope everything is well. He's saying, I want so much the Warriors to win and Curry to drop a 40 bomb. Man, dude, I think without KD, I think that's what the Warriors are going to need. I mean, even though Curry had 34 points in Game 1, it was not enough for the Warriors to try to take that game on the road. So we will see, George, what Steph Curry will do tonight. I'm pretty sure he's going to come out even more aggressive than he already has been in this Game 1 and in previous series as well. So it's going to be very scary for the Toronto Raptors if they're not able to contain him and he just starts draining threes from wherever he is on the floor. So that'll be pretty intense to see. Star Wars player, my friend, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in and listening. Hello to you too, my friend, as he says hi. Guys, I hope your weekend has been going by great. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I have been pumped. Especially after we did the play-by-play together and we just watched Game 1 of the NBA Finals. I mean, it was so good to watch that. That is just really good. Both teams playing beautiful basketball, moving the ball around. You see a team, like I mentioned earlier on basically the Game 1 live stream, is that, I mean, you see a team like the Toronto Raptors that are just hungry. They want to prove the world wrong. They want to be that team that knocks off the Warriors. Then you have a team in the Golden State Warriors. They're already a dynasty. They're looking to make it a three-peat, the first three-peat since the 2000 to 2002 Lakers. So, let's see what happens. The Star Wars players saying, I do not like the Warriors. They win too much. It's time for the Raptors to win. All right, so now we got both sides of it. We got Star Wars saying that he probably wants a new team to win. Then we have George. His team is the Warriors. He wants them to succeed. He wants them to do a three-peat. We will find out soon enough, guys, as we have the game just about to begin. We will be finding out the starting lineups for both teams. Don't expect much change for the Toronto Raptors, but I do probably see a change for the Golden State Warriors. Don't know if they're going to start with Jordan Bell or if they are going to put in Kevon Looney. If you have not heard, Kevin Durant is not going to play today. He is out, but they say that he probably is going to come back in this series through the midway point. So it looks like he might come back either Game 4 or maybe even as early as Game 3, but that too close to call right now. For what we know, in Game 2, no Kevin Durant, but the Warriors will have DeMarcus Cousins. He only played a few minutes in Game 1, was able to get some points from free throws, able to dish out some assists. As we have the starting lineups now for the Toronto Raptors, we have Kyle Lowry at the point guard position. Then we have Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, and Marc Gasol. As for the Golden State Warriors, we have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green, and DeMarcus Cousins as the starting center. So that already shows you the adjustments that Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors are already doing in order to try to get a victory on the road. So DeMarcus Cousins only playing a few minutes in Game 1. He is now going to be starting center for the Golden State Warriors as they come with their blue away jerseys. And we have the Toronto Raptors at home in their white home jerseys in Scotiabank Arena. The crowd is ready. We are ready, guys. So let's go ahead. The tip-off just about to begin. Gasol and Cousins ready to jump it up. Here we go. Game 2 just about to begin. Tip is up, and the Raptors will get the first possession of the game as Kyle Lowry already being pressured. So now you can see that the Warriors going to start being a lot more aggressive on the defensive end. So now here comes Leonard. Already passed, deflected, but he's able to get it. Finds Lowry in the corner. Lowry not able to hit as the ball is going to go out of bounds. Gasol letting that ball go, and Cousins trying to track that one down. So now Raptors will retain possession. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Kawhi Leonard bounces it over to Gasol. Now it's in the hands of Siakam. Siakam right back to Leonard. Now look at the ball movement. Siakam, fake pass, 3-ball. No, too strong on that attempt. Let's see how efficient Pascal Siakam will be. He had 32 points, 14 for 17 in game 1 as Thompson misses a fadeaway jumper, but the Warriors, second chance opportunity. Ball's deflected, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Warriors. So now Warriors will have 10 seconds on the shot clock. Only 50 seconds into this game. Still don't have a field goal for each team. As Andre Iguodala getting the start. Played 29 minutes in game 1. Let's see what his impact will be in game 2 to help the Warriors get a victory as Iguodala tries a fade away, but he could not hit that one. Came up too short as Leonard brings down the rebound. Now here comes Leonard. Nice little hesitation dribble. Give and go with Marc Gasol as Kawhi Leonard has it. Now Leonard gets pressured, gets the foul called. Seems like it might be on either Iguodala or DeMarcus Cousins. As they see right here, Iguodala showing the replay of game 1 after he made a floater, came down on that left leg very awkwardly, but he is not affected in this game as Leonard has it with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Leonard, double teamed. Thought about passing and instead he takes the jumper and he knocks it down right over DeMarcus Cousins to start the scoring for the Toronto Raptors. So the score is 2-0. A minute and a half into this first quarter as Iguodala has the ball, guarded by Lowry. Now Cousins moving it over to Curry. Curry has Green on him, has some space, shoots the 3, too strong. But look at Cousins. Had Lowry on him, so he got that rebound easily. Second chance opportunity. Thompson going under the bucket. Finds Cousins for the floater. Not able to hit. And Siakam gets the rebound. Now Siakam and the Raptors. In transition, Siakam finds Lowry. Right over to Gasol. Gasol, nobody in front of him. 3-ball. Not able to knock that one down. The crowd was ready to erupt already early on in this game as Cousins has it. Dribbling. Gets fouled by Marc Gasol. So that'll be Gasol's first foul of the game. So now it's going to be out of bounds for the Warriors. They have 17 seconds on the shot clock, showing the replay of Kawhi Leonard. Has a double team, and just with that fake pass, got some space. Green and DeMarcus Cousins, who are going towards a pass, giving Kawhi too much space, because if you do that, automatic from mid-range. So now here comes Curry, giving off to Thompson. Now Thompson driving. Nice ball movement by the Warriors. Now Thompson has it. Hesitates. Now he steps to the side and he buries a 3-ball to give the Warriors their first lead of the game. The score is 3-2. So now here come the Raptors. Danny Green giving it off. Nice ball movement by the Toronto Raptors. Every guy touching the ball on almost every possession for the Raptors as Leonard has another 3-ball attempt and he knocks it down for the Raptors, giving the lead right back to his squad. The score is 5-3. Raptors are up by 2. Now DeMarcus Cousins has it. Giving it off to Green. Green's got a lot of breathing room. Tried the 3-ball, but he's not connected. Look at this outlet pass by Gasol. Nice little dish from Kyle Lowry. Not able to hit. Lowry trying to fight for it. And Curry's able to save it before he goes out of bounds. So now here come the Warriors. Draymond Green has an open lane. Takes it. Not able to finish the layup. Gasol, another beautiful outlet pass to Siakam. Now Siakam right over to Lowry. Let the ball slip out of his hands. Thought about taking that shot as he crosses over Cousins. Takes the mid-range, but it comes up too short. Now here comes Curry for the Golden State Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins fell on the floor, but he got right back up. Klay Thompson has the ball. Guarded by Kyle Lowry. Takes another mid-range shot from the left elbow, and he buries it right over the defense to tie this game up 5-all. 8 minutes and 34 seconds left in this first quarter. Both teams neck and neck early on in this game as Leonard tries. He pulls the trigger, and he's not able to do it. And Draymond Green ends up double dribbling on that one. He knew it as soon as he gave up that ball. The referees are going to call it if he touched it one more time, and he did. So another turnover by Draymond Green. Toronto's defense forced the Warriors into 16 turnovers in Game 1, which could have been one of the main factors of why they did not get that victory on the road in Game 1. Raptors defense is going to be tough on the Warrior offense every time as Gasol tries to drive it in. He actually ends up getting the ball held onto. It's going to be called for a foul on DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins wanted a jump ball. Felt like he got all ball on that one. Let's check out the replay right here as Cousins right on the right side. He actually ends up getting all ball. So seems like he didn't get the foul. Shouldn't have been a foul, but now Cousins with 2 fouls in only 4 minutes of action in this game too. Not going to be good for the Warriors. So now here comes Marc Gasol at the free throw line. Gasol knocked down 20 points in game 1 as he knocks down this free throw. He was a big help for his squad in game 1 against the Golden State Warriors. 5 Raptors win double digits in game 1 as compared to only 3 for the Warriors. It was Siakam with 32, Leonard with 23, Gasol with 20, Van Fleet with 15, and Danny Green with 11. So let's see if that same kind of production can happen for the Raptors again as Gasol knocks down both free throws, gives the Raptors a 2-point lead again. Curry being picked up by Danny Green of the Toronto Raptors. Now Green has it right over to Curry. So now Cousins with 2 fouls, still in the game. He's got to be very careful as he gives it off to Green. Nice little spin move, floater. Couldn't get that one over Kawhi Leonard. Too strong on that one. And now here come the Raptors. Kyle Lowry has the bigger man on him. He has Cousins, but he finds Kawhi. Kawhi with the pump fake. Splits defenders. Ends up running right into DeMarcus Cousins. And he instantly gets called for the travel. So it's a turnover by the Toronto Raptors. So now Golden State with an opportunity to tie this game up or take the lead. The score is still 7-5. Nick Nurse already up off the bench, trying to give his squad the right game plan they need on the defensive end. Now here comes Cousins behind the arc, looking for one of his teammates. He passes it right off to Klay Thompson. Now Thompson gets it right back from Green, tries another 3-ball, and that's the second 3-pointer by Klay Thompson. So you already know he's trying to get that hot hand going for his squad. Does not want to leave Toronto without a victory. Now the score is 8-7. Raptors are down by 1. Danny Green backing down on Curry. Kicks it out. No. Pass is stolen by Klay Thompson. Thompson versus Lowry. Couldn't finish the layup, but there's going to be a foul called against Kyle Lowry as Klay Thompson hit the deck. So now Thompson going to go to the free throw line to try to knock down 2 free throws for the Golden State Warriors as Kyle Lowry is trying to get an explanation and discuss with the referee that it should not have been a foul. Doesn't seem like there's contact on the hand when he went out for that one. Just body to body, going up in the air trying to defend that one. Kyle Lowry still communicating with the referee. He's got to be very careful. These are the moments. These are the games where you do not want to get your star players into trouble like that. Technical fouls, possibility to get kicked out of the game. Can never let that happen as they're showing the replay of Klay Thompson. Just how he's able to just pull the trigger at any moment. His stroke is just so quick that even if you're right in front of him, don't put your hand up and try to defend it. He's still going to knock it down as Klay Thompson splits the free throws. Very rare to see him miss free throws. So now the score is 9-7. Toronto down by 2 as Kawhi Leonard goes around the screen, pulls up, 3-ball, comes up way short on that one, and Thompson gets the rebound. Bounces it right over to Draymond Green. Green, right back to Klay. Klay ends up double dribbling on that one. As he ended up dribbling. Actually, no double dribble. Actually ended up being called for the foul by Siakam. So now here comes Siakam talking it over with the referee. So now there's going to be a timeout. First timeout on the floor between the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. So as we go to a break, the score is 9-7. Golden State up by 2. As we go to a break right now. Still 6 minutes and 56 seconds left in this first quarter between the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. George in the chat saying Cousins has to help. Yeah, man. I mean, I was actually kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be Kevon Looney who was going to be starting center for the Warriors, but instead it was actually DeMarcus Cousins. So that tells me that Steve Kerr wants his size, wants his ability to try to help out the Warriors. Maybe he can knock down some threes, depending on who's guarding him. Usually it's going to be Marc Gasol or Serge Ibaka. So we will see what happens as we check out the box score. We are still waiting for the game to come back on. It is on a timeout break at the moment. So while we wait for the game, let's go ahead and check out some of the stats that we have for these teams so far. For Golden State, Klay Thompson already filling it from beyond the arc. He's got 2 3-pointers. Only with 1 turnover, but they also have 2 offensive rebounds, the Warriors do. So they have gotten second chance opportunities to get other buckets for their team. So now we have the Toronto Raptors. Raptors already with 2 turnovers. They've only knocked down 1 3-ball so far, which is Kawhi Leonard's. But right now, the scoring has just majority come from Kawhi Leonard with 5 and Marc Gasol with 2 points. As for the Golden State Warriors, it's Klay Thompson who has all of the points for the Golden State Warriors. So, Raptors are going to have to try to play that same defense that they played in Game 1 to make it tough on them. But, let's see if they can continue to do that. Like I mentioned earlier, 16 turnovers the Warriors committed in Game 1. And the Raptors are going to have to try to play that same defense. What they did really well was double-team Curry every time. But because of the length of the Toronto Raptors, they were able to deflect balls before they go over to Green. They were able to strip the ball, steal it. They did a lot of good things against Curry in the double-team off of that screen and roll. So let's see if they can continue to do that. We have Miles Smalls. What's up, Miles Smalls? Thank you so much for coming into the chat, my friend, and for listening. Hope you're doing well. He says, I'm a Warriors fan. I hope they win. Yeah, man. Now we have Miles. We got George. Both guys want the Warriors to win. It's going to be very interesting to see if they can steal a game on the road. I mean, with 1 victory on the road for the Warriors, now they're going to be in the driver's seat because they are just so deadly at home at Oracle Arena. So we will see. For me, I feel like every home game for the Raptors is a must-win. It's a win or go home, basically. You lose 1 game at Scotiabank Arena, then it's going to be very, very tough for them to get one and steal one from Golden State. Not saying it's impossible, but it's going to get tough, especially as the series goes on. So we will see what happens as we are waiting for the game to come back on. Warriors with a 2-point lead over the Raptors. Less than 7 minutes left in this first quarter. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Who is going to be that X factor for the Raptors and for the Warriors? Now that DeMarcus Cousins is in the game, is he going to be the one that tries to provide as much value on the offensive end and defensive end? And what about the Raptors? They had the efficiency of Pascal Siakam, who knocked down 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, 1 steal. Look at the stat line. It's incredible, but can he replicate that? We will find out as Green bounces it over to Klay Thompson. Finds Iguodala in the corner. Iguodala, nice little step back. Trying to pass it off to Kevon Looney, but it ends up going out of bounds. So another turnover by the Golden State Warriors. So now here comes Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Lowry, guarded by Klay Thompson. Nice little spin move. Bounces it over to Gasol. Gasol, taking it right on Kevon Looney. Had the space, but he couldn't knock down the floater. Kevon Looney checking in for DeMarcus Cousins with 2 fouls already. As Klay Thompson drives it in. Now he's going to nice little fadeaway to the right, but he's not able to connect. And now here comes Siakam. Siakam dishes it right over to Lowry for 3 in transition. Buries the 3-pointer for the Toronto Raptors to take the lead from the Warriors. The score is 10-9. 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in this first quarter. Here comes Iguodala, giving off to Green. Green's calling. He's got Lowry, the smaller man on him. Spins around. Nobody going to help, but he blows the layup. Draymond Green can't even believe it. Now here come the Raptors, trying to take advantage. Here's a nice little pass by Gasol to Leonard in the paint. Trying to get the floater. Look at that tip. Oh, don't know if it was Iguodala or Kawhi Leonard, but one of them tipped it up and it went right back in. So now Raptors are up by 3, 12-9. Here comes Andre Iguodala, picked up by Kawhi Leonard. Now, pass right over to Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it around. Here comes Thompson, going to the left. Gets by his defenders, runs right into Kyle Lowry, and another charge is taken. Kyle Lowry, the leader in charges, gets that offensive foul called against Klay Thompson. So now the Warriors, again, giving up the ball and not coming up with anything on the offensive end, either coming up short on shots, on layups, or getting into trouble with these turnovers and offensive fouls. So now the Raptors have another opportunity to increase their lead. They're up by 3. So there's going to be a foul now. Draymond Green ended up trying to reach in and hit Kyle Lowry across the chest. So now Kyle Lowry already in these 2019 playoffs, 16 charges drawn, leads the NBA. He is that guy that just provides the intangibles for the Raptors. So now here comes Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi drives it in, gets aggressive, trying to knock that bucket down. Instead, he misses it, but he runs right into Kevon Looney, who got hit, went onto the ground. But Kawhi Leonard's going to be shooting free throws. And he has an opportunity to increase the lead to 5 for the Raptors. The score is 12-9. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first quarter. As look at this aggressiveness, and Kevon Looney falls very hard to the ground. As Kawhi Leonard knocks down the first free throw. Kawhi averaging 88% from the free throw line in these 2019 playoffs. Just to give you guys a heads up, Game 3 is on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Actually, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's going to go to Golden State now, as Leonard knocks down both free throws. So now here comes Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. They are down by 5. Toronto on a 7-0 run at the moment. Here comes Iguodala. Has some space, but he passes it off to Curry. Finds Green under the basket. This time he's not going to miss the layup as he jams it down with 2 hands. Curry already playing 7 minutes in this first quarter, but a very quiet one. Has not been able to bury a shot. But you know what's coming as Van Fleet just checked into the game. Passes it right under to Siakam, who missed a slam dunk. And now Klay Thompson has the ball, going right by the defenders. Kicks it off to Iguodala. Now Iguodala surveying the floor. Green passing it off to Thompson. Thompson pulls the trigger, and he buried his third triple of the game already in this first quarter. Cuts the Raptor lead down to 1. 14-13 is the score. Here comes Lowry, guarded by Klay Thompson, as Lowry buries the mid-range shot, and one opportunity. Count the bucket. So now Lowry has an opportunity for a 3-point play. Good job by Lowry to absorb that hit by Klay Thompson. Stay and adjust in midair. Focus on his stroke, and he's able to knock it down. So now let's see what happens. As we have this replay right here of Kyle Lowry. Gets fouled. Klay Thompson's hand was right on that shooting arm. And then they're showing the replay of Siakam missing that dunk right there, as it looked like Klay Thompson almost went through the net and the rim. Could have been called for goaltending, but it was not. So we're going to a timeout break right now, guys, between both teams. The score right now is 16-13 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in this first quarter. As we see what happens now. As Star Wars Player 1 already throwing up the fire emojis right there. Yeah, man. What I love is, man, how both teams are. Even Steve Kerr said it in one of the press conferences, or after the game 1 had played out. How the Raptors move the ball just as quick as the Warriors do. It says that they remind him of his own team. How they're able to just move the ball up and down the floor in transition. They're so dangerous. Siakam can bring the ball up. Kawhi Leonard, Fred Van Fleet. You got Kyle Lowry, you can bring it up. There's just so many guys that can move that ball up and down, find opportunities, find the extra, find that extra opportunity in the pass to get that man open for a open jump shot or 3-pointer. So it is beautiful to watch between these two teams. It just goes back and forth, and these are just the two best teams of the 2018-2019 season. And it is just a joy to watch when both teams are just going back and forth. One team scores, and the next team scores. They both answer each other back. One buries a 3, the next one buries a 3. Just so many different things. But still, 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in this first quarter. So now let's see what goes down as Kyle Lowry, after we come back from the break, we'll be shooting a free throw to complete the 3-point play. As Miles Small saying, all that need is 3. Only if they get their defense better. Yeah, exactly, dude. If the Warriors are able to knock down more 3 balls, I mean, they'd be in the game. Especially, I mean, that's what I was anticipating in Game 1, Miles. You can always feel the Warriors are going to go on like one of those crazy shooting storms where either Klay Thompson kills it and he starts burying 3 after 3 after 3, or Curry just starts filling it and starts throwing them up from 35 feet beyond the rim, wherever the arc. I mean, it's just, you're expecting that to happen, and it didn't happen in Game 1. So, I mean, Klay Thompson already in this first quarter alone, he's got 3 3-pointers, and I believe he has all the 3-pointers for the Golden State Warriors. So he is already feeling it in this first quarter, but can he keep it up? That is going to be the question of this game, Game 2. Toronto has 2 3-pointers in this game, but ended up being, actually, it was not considered a 3-pointer, one of Klay Thompson, so he's only got 2 so far. So we will see who's going to try to win that category for the three-pointers. Turnovers are also going to be a big factor between these two teams as we have the broadcast coming back on. Kyle Lowry will be shooting free throws, trying to complete a three-point play to increase the lead for his squad. As they're showing highlights and outside of the arena, Jurassic Park, always full of people. Everybody just trying to just enjoy their first experience of the NBA Finals. 24 years the Raptors have been around in the league, and this is their first time here. So you already know that Scotiabank Arena and Jurassic Park are going to be at full force. So now we have Thompson, who has 11 points for the Golden State Warriors, but the rest of the team only has 2. And then we have Leonard, who has 9 points in this game, but the rest of the team has 7. So it's a nice little spread between these two teams right here. As Kyle Lowry takes the free throw shot, knocks it down, and he completes the three-point play for the Raptors. Increases the lead to 4. 17-13 is the score. Warriors are down by 4. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in this first quarter. Here comes Curry. Dishes it right over to McKinney, who just checked in. Now McKinney gets the ball deflected. It's a steal. Here come the Raptors in transition. Van Fleet, alley-oop. What a one-hand jam. Oh, Siakam catches it in midair with one hand. Oh, this Scotiabank Arena on their feet. Now here comes Curry. Feels the contact. Gets the foul. Is not able to connect on the three-pointer, but you already know what's coming after this. 3 free throw shots. Van Fleet was right behind Steph Curry. Did not want to try to avoid him at all costs. Let's take a look at this replay. Look at this Van Fleet. Perfect pass. Perfect placement. Siakam, all he's got to do is just reach up, catches it with one hand, and Spicy P with the beautiful highlight dunk and a beautiful alley-oop by these two guys. What a play by the Toronto Raptors, getting this Scotiabank crowd even more pumped as Curry knocks down the first free throw. He's got 2 more to go. Siakam just killing it so far in this game. And again, goes back to one of the other categories as Curry misses a second free throw again. Now we see Klay Thompson. Now Curry missing free throws. Toronto, as I was mentioning before, had 24 fast break points in game 1. If they beat that category against the Warriors, can they consistently get into transition and get those easy buckets? We will find out as well. But so far, Raptors are trying to stay poised and in control of this game as Curry makes 2 out of 3. The score is 19-15. Raptors are up by 4 as Van Fleet gets trapped, has to pass it out, and it ends up going out of bounds off of Kyle Lowry as he fell to the floor. So turnover by the Raptors. Here comes Draymond Green. Coming downhill, full speed, gets to the lane, and he gets a nice little layup to go. Good job by Green to notice that nobody was communicating for the Raptors. Had a nice little open lane, nobody paid attention. Got an easy layup. Now here comes Kyle Lowry. Going right at Kevon Looney under the basket. Nice little footwork. Ends up getting rejected on that one by Green. Goes out of bounds, but the Raptors will still maintain possession with 10 seconds on the shot clock. So as we take a look at this replay by Green going coast to coast. Only has Kyle Lowry to go right by. Nobody helped out on the defensive end. Ends up getting that easy layup. Now here comes Lowry. Giving it off to Leonard. Leonard gets double teamed. Has Livingston and McKinney on him. Goes to his right. Escapes the double team. Stops on a dime. Free throw jumper. Not able to connect as Draymond Green corrals the rebound. Here comes Draymond. Bounces it over to Livingston. Livingston rises up. Nobody going to challenge that one as he jams that one down with 2 hands. Draymond Green starting to pick up the pace right here as Nick Nurse calls a timeout. He's either attacking the rim or he's finding ways to get his teammates involved. Draymond Green, the heart and soul of the Warriors, has just helped the Warriors tie this game up 19-19. Look at this beautiful pass. Splits 2 defenders. Bounces that ball beautifully. Nobody's got their eyes on Livingston, and Livingston's all he's got to do is just rise up and dunk that one down. So another timeout. Again, in this first quarter. We're still not done in this first quarter. Still have 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Both teams, again, going back and forth. So we will see what happens as we have Cleveland Brown. What's up, Cleveland Brown? Thank you so much for listening and coming into the chat, my friend. I appreciate it. He's saying they're out of rhythm. Yeah, so I don't know if you mean either the Warriors or the Raptors. I'm pretty sure you meant the Warriors maybe. But yeah, Curry, surprisingly, has not made a shot. He's got to the free throw line, though, and he's been able to make 2 out of 3. I was really surprised he missed that free throw because considering he has just been automatic from the free throw line in these playoffs, but missed one of his free throws. Klay Thompson also missed one of his free throws, so very rare to see. You start thinking, okay, is the road environment starting to get to them? But as you can tell, Draymond Green is just one of those guys that can get them locked in again, and he's just able to tie this game up 19-19. As we have Star Wars Player 1, what inspired you to make good YouTube videos like this? Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. It was mostly just really I wanted to see if I can actually do play-by-play. So I thought, what better way to do it than on YouTube? I was like, and see if I can get some type of critique, if it makes sense or not. But yeah, so far it's been good. I just appreciate everybody listening. So that's the best thing. It makes it more interactive if you guys are listening, chatting. So it makes it a lot better. As we have the game coming back on, Toronto actually ended up turning the ball over with a loose ball foul. So now both teams are in the bonus for the remainder of this first quarter. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this first quarter. As we have Draymond Green, who got fouled at the free throw line, knocks down the first free throw, gives the Warriors a 1-point lead again. 20-19 is the score. Steph Curry so far with 2 points coming from the free throw line. He's 0 for 1 from the field as Green buries both free throws, gives the Warriors a 2-point lead. 21-19 is the score. Now Golden State is on an 8-0 run these last minute and a half of the first quarter as Leonard, picked up by McKinney of the Golden State Warriors, as Leonard now goes right at Kevon Looney. Pump fakes, bounces it over to Lowry. Lowry's got 8 seconds on the shot clock. He's guarded by Livingston. 6 seconds on the shot clock now. Bounces it over. Ibaka just checked into the game. Couldn't get the layup to go as Draymond Green gets fouled again. So it's 2 more free throws for Draymond Green. This time the foul will be on Kyle Lowry. Trying to fight for the rebound, but these are the type of plays, again, that get your star guys in trouble, especially in foul trouble. So you got to be very, very careful if you are the Toronto Raptors. Draymond Green already the third player with 3 straight triple-doubles in playoff history. Trying to make it 4 in a row if he gets it in this game. As Draymond Green knocks down the first free throw. Draymond had a triple-double in game 1. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. How nice is that stat line? Let's see what he can provide for the Golden State Warriors in order to steal this victory on the road away from the Toronto Raptors. So now we have Draymond. Second free throw attempt. He knocks that one down. Perfect so far. He's 4 for 4. And now Golden State has their largest lead of the game. 23-19. 10-0 run. And they have a 4-point lead over the Toronto Raptors. So now here comes Fred VanVleet. Guarded by Draymond Green. Bounces it over to Siakam. Siakam guarded by Livingston. Now he's going to back down. Takes 2 strong steps and he gets to the hole. Nice aggressive move by Siakam. And he's going to start getting his scoring going. So now the score is 23-21. Golden State up by 2. Green, guarded, finds Livingston. Livingston gives up his dribble. He's got to pass it out. Finds Green. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Curry has it. Finds Kevon Looney. Right back to Curry. Gets some space. Not able to knock it down. Loose ball. And now Fred VanVleet has it. Here comes VanVleet in transition. Bounce it over. Ibaka. Right over to VanVleet. Tried to give it over to Danny Green. I believe the pass was initially going to Green. But VanVleet was right in the passing lane. But it's still going to be Raptor ball with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Showing some replays right here of Steph Curry talking with the athletic trainer. So hopefully he is okay. Might be the reason why he's had a quiet first quarter so far. As Danny Green has the ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. VanVleet guarded by Livingston. Bounces it over. Loose ball. But Danny Green has it. Now Danny Green almost loses it. Bounces off. Here comes Powell to Green. Green at the buzzer. Too short on that one. But Green gets the offensive rebound. And he hits the floater off of his own missed shot. Second chance opportunity for Toronto ends up helping them tie this game up. 23-all. Here comes Livingston from the free throw line. Not able to connect as Serge Ibaka gets the rebound. We have VanVleet, Ibaka, Norman Powell, Green, and Siakam on the floor as VanVleet tries to adjust, and he's able to get that layup to fall. Great adjustment by VanVleet. Oh, he made a crazy layup in game 1, and now he's got another one in game 2. Less than a minute to go in this first quarter. Green is going to take a 3, but it's not going to count because there's a foul on the floor. So it's going to be free throws for the Warriors. Let's take a look at this replay. Nice little crossover by Van Fleet. Goes right at Kevon Looney. Adjusted, man. Look at how long it takes him to kind of adjust. Holds the ball away from the defenders. That way he doesn't get it blocked. And he gets it right to the rim. Great play by Van Fleet. As Curry's at the free throw line. And he actually makes the first one. Went in and out and went right back in. Spoke too soon. The score is 25-24. Golden State down by 1. Fred Van Fleet, last 4 games, been averaging 15.8 points per game as Curry ties this game up after he knocked down the second free throw. The score is 25-25. 47 seconds left in this first quarter. Curry has 4 points. All points coming from the free throw line. So now here comes Van Fleet, guarded by McKinney, waiting for the screen by Ibaka. Now Van Fleet attacks the basket, trying to get that layup again to go off the glass, but he couldn't connect. And now here comes Green. Surveying the floor, looking for Curry. Curry calling for it, but Green trying to get it right in his way, and there's going to be another foul, this time on Siakam. Draymond Green is just trying to swipe at every chance he gets whenever the defender has his hands around his body. He's just going to swipe and get those free points. Green, just his IQ is just so high. He felt the reach in by Siakam, trying for the shot. So now Green with another attempt to knock down 2 points and give the Warriors a 2-point lead again. Green with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, already filling up the stat sheet in this first quarter, and he's knocked down another free throw bucket. Gives the Warriors a 1-point lead. Golden State and the Raptors still very neck and neck. Seems like this game is going to be very similar to Game 1 as Green ends up missing the second free throw, so he misses his first free throw of this game. So the Warriors only with a 1-point lead. Shot clock and game clock, only about a 1 second difference between them both. So now here comes Van Fleet. Raptors will try to hold to try to get the last shot. Here comes Siakam with the screen. Van Fleet has Green. Passed it off to Siakam. Here comes Siakam. Going right at McKinney. Gets to the hole. Couldn't make it. See, Ibaka's there. Tips it in. Oh, nice little tip in by Ibaka. Here comes Curry from the other side. Oh, hit the rim, but didn't go in. And just like that, the Raptors take the lead from the Golden State Warriors. Raptors were up on the Warriors by as high as 5 points, but now they are only up by 1 as the first quarter comes to a close. And just like that, the Warriors were able to end that one off on a high note right there. So let's see what happens as this game continues. Let me go ahead and check the chat right here as we have Miles Smalls. I like the vid. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you, Miles. Thank you for listening as well. You guys let me know who you think is going to take this game. I mean, George, Miles, going for the Warriors. Star Wars player saying, my phone is about to die. Oh, my gosh, my man. Star Wars player, go charge that phone right now, my friend. Star Wars player actually saying that he wants somebody else to win. We've already seen the Warriors win a couple of times. We will see how this series plays out. Still very early. I mean, to me, even if, let's say just hypothetically, the Warriors lose Game 2 and the Raptors are up 2-0, I still would not feel confident in saying that the Raptors could take this series because the Warriors are just a different level type of team. They have so many multiple gears, and the simple fact that KD is still not back in this lineup, so that could change very drastically if he comes back at the midway point with what they are predicting. So far, as I mentioned earlier, they're saying that he could come back by Game 4, so we will see what happens in this series as they record this first quarter. Very exciting first quarter so far. So now we have that one. Sweet. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think of this game so far. I mean, the highlight already of this first quarter was that nice alley-oop from Van Fleet right over to Siakam. It was a beautiful, beautiful pass. It was just like a perfect placement, not too high. And then I was expecting, okay, well, Van Fleet's probably trying to get it over because Draymond Green was the only defender there. And he threw that ball high, and I was like, oh, man, could this be too high? But nope, Siakam just jumped up perfectly, caught it with one hand, showed that he had enough room, enough air to get that ball and dunk it down. So what a play right there for the Toronto Raptors. So that was a nice little highlight. But again, Klay Thompson just feeling it so far in that first quarter. But the big surprise has been Curry. Curry has not made a field goal in this game. He does have 4 points, but all have come from the free throw line. So let's see what happens between these two teams here. Second quarter yet to start, but once it does, we will get back to the play-by-play. Every possession is going to be very, very critical for both teams. As we check out the box scores for these two teams, the Golden State Warriors with 4 turnovers already in that first quarter. But they also have 2 offensive rebounds, and they've knocked down 2 triples as well. And they've actually been to the free throw line 13 times in this first quarter. So Raptors going to have to try to stay away from those fouls in order to not allow the Warriors actually to get easy buckets, easy points. That is not the way to go. So now we look over to the Toronto Raptors box score. They've only been to the free throw line 5 times in this game, but they do have 4 offensive rebounds and 4 turnovers. So now we have the game coming back on as they're speaking to Steve Kerr. Now we have the Warriors who will have the first possession of this second quarter. As we get things underway, we have Sean Livingston, DeMarcus Cousins, Jerebko, Klay Thompson, and Quick Cook, as there's a steal by the Raptors, and the Raptors almost had it, but they ended up going out of bounds. Danny Green was touching the out of bounds line, so the ball stays with the Golden State Warriors. They'll have a reset shot clock of 24 seconds. Toronto up by 1, 27-26. Here comes Livingston, who's going to inbound the ball. And he passes it off to Jerebko. Now Jerebko moving the ball around. Warriors give it off to Cousins. Now Cousins looking for Klay. Klay now driving it in. Nice little fadeaway. Buries that one to go. Klay still with the hot hand in this game. And he's just giving the Warriors a 1-point lead. 28-27. Klay Thompson with 13 points for the Golden State Warriors. Now Siakam guarded by Jerebko. Pass it off to Ibaka. Now Ibaka looking for Van Fleet. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Raptors as Siakam guarded by Klay Thompson. Now Siakam going right at. Nice little spin move by Siakam, and he gets right around Klay Thompson to get that layup. Beautiful footwork by Siakam. Trying to get that same scoring ability that he had in Game 1 as the Raptors now with a 1-point lead. Both teams just trading the lead. Now here comes Klay Thompson. Giving it off. Nice little ball movement by the Warriors. Sean Livingston has it. Guarded by Green. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And now there's going to be a foul against the Toronto Raptors. So the Warriors got lucky on that one. The shot clock was down to 5. Now they get a reset shot clock of 14 seconds as they show the replay of Siakam with a beautiful spin move to get to the hole. Now here comes Livingston. Lobbing it up to Cousins. Now over to Klay Thompson. Thompson with a spin move. Going to his right. Fadeaway jump shot. No, couldn't get a good look at that one. And Ibaka comes down with the rebound. Now here comes Siakam. Siakam going downhill. Kicks it out to Green. Right over to Van Fleet. Good ball movement. Leads to a 3-ball by Van Fleet. And now the lead is up to 4 again. 32-28. Van Fleet starting to get his stroke going. And that was going to be a timeout by Steve Kerr, who wants to talk things over. Only a minute and a half played into this second quarter. And just like that, the Raptors with a 4-point lead now. And again, Siakam with a beautiful spin move to get around Klay Thompson. And then again, he attacks the rim. Now defenders know, okay, we saw film on this guy. We saw film on Siakam. We can't let him get to his spots. So what do they start doing? They start throwing more defenders at him. More attracting more defenders. And the first thing he does, kicks it out to Danny Green. And Danny Green with the great awareness, the veteran, finds Van Fleet for an even better shot. Knocks down the 3-ball. And that is why you see the Raptors with a 4-point lead. 10 minutes and 20 seconds left still in this second quarter. 32-28 is the score. Guys, let me know what you think of this game. Who's going to be that X factor for each team? Siakam was that X factor in Game 1 with 32 points. The crazy stat line. But can it be somebody else? Is it going to be Fred Van Fleet? Is it going to be Danny Green? Is Kawhi Leonard just going to explode for a big game? We will find out soon enough. Golden State, one thing that I will tell you is that they have been down in games before, though. Golden State has been down in a series 4 times under Steve Kerr. They were actually down 3-2 against the Rockets last year, if you guys remember. And they actually ended up winning that series. They were down 3-1 against the Thunder, which had KD, ended up coming back. They were down 2-1 against the Grizzlies in their first year when they won their first championship. They ended up coming back, and they actually were down 2-1 against Cleveland in that first NBA Finals matchup they had together. So, Warriors are experienced with being down. They felt that before, but let's see what happens in this game. If they come down 2-0, that'll be a different experience for them. So, we will see what happens between these two teams. We're still waiting for the break to end right now. So, let's see what happens as Miles Small saying Clay is carrying the seat. He is. So far, I mean, I believe he's already got 13 points in this game for the Warriors. So let's check out the box score before the game starts. As we have Klay Thompson, yep, he has 13 points, 5 for 8 for the field with 2 3-pointers, and he's been to the free throw line twice. He's already got 4 rebounds as well. So good job by Klay Thompson. Only bad thing is he has 2 personal fouls, so he's got to be very careful because the Warriors need scoring right now, try to stay with the Toronto Raptors, but it's got to come from, a nice variety for the Warriors. At the moment, they're just relying on one guy to try to get all those buckets, and they're not doing it how, the Raptors are. The Raptors are just spreading the scoring around. I mean, obviously, you still need to have like a leading scorer in Kawhi Leonard, who has 9 points, but you also have Pascal Siakam with 6. You got Gasol and Danny Green and Serge Ibaka with 2 points. You have Kyle Lowry with 6. You have Fred VanVleet with 5. So it's just like a nice little mix where the starters and some of the bench players are getting in on the action. So that to me is always going to be very beneficial for your squad. So now we have the game coming back on. Second quarter. They're showing the replay right here of Siakam going down the lane right here, trying to attract as many defenders. He had 3 Warriors on him. Gives it off to Danny Green and ends up leading to Fred VanVleet. Nobody within 5 feet of him as he takes that 3 ball and he knocks it down as Livingston ready to inbound. Quinn Cook has the ball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Now Klay Thompson lobbing it up to DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins with a nice little fake pass. Giving it off to Cook. Cook almost lost possession, but he gets it right back. Right over to Cousins. He's got 6 seconds. Serge Ibaka strips it. There's another steal by the Raptors. Here comes Powell. Powell kicks it off to Green. Now Green going to hold on to it. He's going to wait for his teammates to come back on the floor. As Green, good nice little spin move right over Quinn Cook. Couldn't come up with that. Good look on that floater. So now Cousins has the ball. He's bringing it down. Initiating the offense as he gives it right off to Livingston. Livingston gets double teamed. But now he finds Cook. Cook. Giving it out to Jerebko. Jerebko with a triple from the corner. Not able to knock it down as Danny Green gets the rebound away from DeMarcus Cousins. Score is still 32-28 as Green tries to blow right by Cousins. Look at the ball movement again. Fred VanVleet. Nobody in front of him, but he's not able to knock that 3 ball down. Would have been very, very beneficial for the Raptors to knock that one down as Livingston pulls up mid-range. Still not able to connect. And now Siakam gets the rebound. Siakam in transition, kicking it out. Danny Green in rhythm, not able to knock it down. There's going to be a foul. Loose ball foul against the Toronto Raptors. And so it's going to go right back to the Golden State Warriors. Both teams yet to hit a field goal after that timeout as the Raptors are still up by 4. Steph Curry showing like that. They're just showing replays of him of that first quarter, and it just shows like he doesn't have that high intensity energy you usually see from him in these games like that. So let's see what happens. Hopefully there's nothing too detrimental. There's going to be another foul called against the Toronto Raptors. So Raptors quickly piling up the fouls in this game. They have to be very careful because if they get into that bonus very early on, it's going to be free throws for the remainder of this second quarter for the Toronto Raptors. And Serge Ibaka now with 3 fouls in the game. Nick Nurse is forced to put in Marc Gasol again. So now here come the Golden State Warriors. Still have Quinn Cook, Livingston, Klay Thompson, Jerebko, and DeMarcus Cousins on the floor. Now Jerebko has the ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Cousins hands it right off to Thompson. Now over to Cook. Cook has a good look for 3. Comes up way short, and Kawhi Leonard, who just checked in, is back in the game, and he got the rebound. Now here comes Leonard. Going right at Jerebko. Double teamed. Bounces it over. Nice little ball move, and look at that. Each Raptor touching the ball. Ends up with VanVleet. Oh, off the glass. Count the bucket. And another 3-point play opportunity for the Raptors. This time VanVleet. Oh, he is just Every angle he gets at the rim, he's able to put that ball up on the glass and lay that one up so smoothly. Look at this play. Gets right by Klay Thompson, hangs in the air, gets fouled by Cook, and he just holds it perfectly. Not too much strength, not too little, and he gets it off the glass. Van Fleet now. He's starting to come out. He's got 9 minutes. He's got 7 points. He's ready to complete the three-point play in order to increase the Raptor lead as Draymond Green is back on the floor, as is Kyle Lowry and Steph Curry. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left as Van Fleet is at the free throw line. Knocks it down. Increases the Toronto lead now by 7 points. 28-35 is the score. Toronto again. Both teams have just been trading runs. Now Toronto on an 8-0 scoring run. Here comes Curry going around multiple screens. Passes it right over to Green. Now over to Cousins. Now Cousins falls down, but he finds McKinney in the corner. McKinney not able to get it, but look at that tip by Green to Curry. Curry too short. Look at McKinney, another offensive rebound for the Warriors. Now Curry tries another three, still not able to make it. 3 opportunities on the offensive end for the Warriors. They come up short on all of them. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Not his little between the legs, behind the back, gets fouled by the Warrior defense. And now the Toronto Raptors will go ahead and get the possession right back. Let's see if it's going to be shooting fouls, and it is going to be shooting free throws for Kawhi Leonard. 35-28 is the score. Toronto up by 7. Kawhi Leonard has 9 points, 3 for 7 from the field, and he's got 5 rebounds in the game, trying to make it 11 with these 2 free throws. As he knocks down the first free throw for the Raptors. On the floor for the Raptors, we have Norman Powell, Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard, and Marc Gasol. Still 8 minutes and 6 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here comes Kawhi at the free throw line. Knocks that one down. Now he makes it a 9-point lead for the Raptors, their highest of the game. Here comes Curry, guarded by VanVleet. Now he goes around the green screen. Nice little give right over to Green. Green finds McKinney in the corner. Way off on that one. Didn't even hit rim. Now here comes Kyle Lowry, bringing the ball down. Nice little behind the back dribble. Going right at Cousins. Let's see if he tries to blow right by him. Use his speed. Ends up getting rejected by Cousins. Now here come the Warriors. Nice little dish over to Klay Thompson. Thompson trying to pass it off. And then he knocks that one off the back of Marc Gasol. So it's still going to be Warrior ball with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Look at this defensive play by DeMarcus Cousins. Staying right in front of Kyle Lowry. He actually barely even touched it. He just played good body defense on Kyle Lowry. Just putting his body right up against Kyle Lowry. Didn't even have to jump and just try to affect that shot as much as he could. So now, Green giving it right off to Cousins. Cousins trying to get that one to go and ends up getting called for the foul. So Marc Gasol picks up the foul. So now Cousins going to the free throw line to try to knock down 2 free throws and get his first points of game 2. 37-28 is the score as they show the replay right here. Green feeding it right into Cousins. And now you just see Marc Gasol kind of hitting the hands, the arms of DeMarcus Cousins as he went there. Obviously, he didn't intend to, but his hands were right there. They got called for the foul as DeMarcus Cousins knocks down the first free throw. Makes it an 8-point lead for the Raptors. 7 minutes and 35 seconds left in this second quarter. Cousins at the free throw line. Knocks down both free throws. Gets 2 points for himself. And his first points of this game, too. 7-point lead now for the Raptors. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second quarter as Norman Powell has the ball. Gets a screen from Kawhi Leonard. Now he's got Iguodala on him. Gasol. Nice little dish. Give and go between the Toronto Raptors. 6 seconds on the shot clock. VanVleet has it. Now VanVleet wraps that ball around to Gasol. Gasol is able to finish that layup. Tough layup. Tough angle. But he's still able to knock it down. Now Curry, guarded by VanVleet, gets double teamed. Now Cousins has it. Cousins with a spin move. Almost loses it. Goes in there. Gets a blocking foul against Kyle Lowry. So now Cousins going to the free throw line again for the Warriors. And he's got 2 more opportunities to try to knock down 2 more free throws. Kyle Lowry trying to get an understanding of that one. Nice little spin move. VanVleet was almost there to steal it. And very, very close call because Kyle Lowry did come in. He was outside the restricted area. But let's see if it was moving. So as Cousins knocks down the first free throw and he cuts the lead down to 8 again. Let's see the replay again. And what Kyle Lowry do? Is he moving? Let's see if he didn't move. It didn't seem like he moved, but doesn't matter now as Cousins knocks down both free throws, cuts the lead down to 7. Kyle Lowry with 6 points, but he's got 3 fouls in this game already. He's got to be very careful as well. Now here comes Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Curry. Going right by Curry, gets another screen, step back at the free throw line, finds Van Fleet. Thought about passing it to Gasol. Instead, he finds Lowry in the corner, fading to his left. Not able to get it. Look at Leonard. Offensive rebound. Right back to Lowry. Lowry bears it from the corner. 3-ball for the Raptors. And now the lead is up to 10. The highest for the Raptors as Green has it. Finds Klay Thompson. Thompson thought about the 3. Gives it right back to Green. Now Cousins pulls the trigger. Cousins answers right back for the Warriors. And he cuts the lead right back down to 7. 42-35 is the score now. 7-point lead for the Raptors. And now the big man gets his first field goal. Now here comes Lowry, who gets bumped right by DeMarcus Cousins. And that's going to be another foul by Cousins. So now Cousins, let's see how many fouls he has. I believe he either has 3 or I believe he does have 3. With a nice little hip check right on Lowry. Had his hands up as the nice little replay right here of Green. With as soon as he gets that pass from Thompson, he dishes it right over to actually Cousins. And Cousins buries that one, nothing but net. So now Cousins does have 3 fouls. So he will sit down. Probably won't see him for the remainder of this second quarter. As the Raptors have the ball, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Leonard has it. Up by 7, the Raptors are. Now here comes Leonard. Going baseline, ends up falling out of bounds. Nothing was called, so turnover by the Raptors. Now here come the Warriors. Curry has the ball. Still hasn't made a field goal as Green tries the floater. Green in and out on that one. And look who's there. Jerebko trying to tip it in. Instead, he gets called for the loose ball foul. So now both teams trading turnovers. As the score is 42-35. Still a 7-point lead for the Raptors. Less than 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. Curry and the Warriors trying to cut the lead down of the Raptors. Trying to get on a nice scoring run. So far, Curry is 0 for 5 in this first half. So now here comes Van Fleet. Van Fleet, nice little between the legs dribble, trying to create some separation. As Gasol feeds Norman Powell, and he hammers it down with one hand. Oh, what a slam dunk by Norman Powell. Just hopped up right over the defender, and he jammed it down. Nice play. Now here comes Jerebko on the other end. 3-ball. No, couldn't answer back. And Van Fleet comes down with the rebound. Here comes Van Fleet. Guarded by Iguodala. Gives it right off to Siakam, who's back in the game. Siakam backing down on Thompson. Feeds Kawhi Leonard under the basket. Nobody around there. Gets the foul called. And another 3-point play opportunity for the Raptors. That is already their third 3-point play opportunity in this first half. Kawhi Leonard this time. Unbelievable how they left Kawhi Leonard open under the basket. Nobody around him. Siakam now getting the attention. He got the double team. And Kawhi Leonard just sneaking under the basket. Curry from behind ended up bumping right to him. Don't think that was really a foul to give, as he didn't really do it on purpose, as he kind of just bumped him. Leonard just kind of feeling the contact, going up for the layup. And let's look at this replay right here. Norman Powell getting away from his defender. Open to the rim so he can jam that one down. And look at that emotion from the young man. As we go to a timeout break, the score right now is 46-35. Raptors are up by 11. Highest lead of the game. As we go to a timeout, the score is 46-35. 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in this second quarter. Raptors trying to just pile on more and more points and try to pull away from the Warriors. As we have Miles Smalls, which like Miles Smalls saying, "What team are you cheering for, Vic?" To be honest, I really don't cheer for any of them. Whichever team wins, I'm happy with. I mean, these are both the two best teams in the NBA. As you can see how they played in the playoffs. I mean, if the Warriors won, I would not be upset at all. I mean, they're a dynasty. They're the greatest team of our generation, basically right now at this moment. Like in this kind of like maybe like what from the 2010s. 2010, yeah, almost like 2010, 2000, almost going into the 20s. But they basically have been one of the best teams of this generation for the last 5 years. I mean, 5 straight NBA finals. I mean, it's just incredible what they've been able to do. So I would not be upset if the Warriors won. And I would also not be upset if the Raptors won. I mean, their first finals in 24-year franchise history. I mean, toppling the Warriors in their first finals would be an incredible feat. So yeah, man, for whichever one for me, Miles, doesn't really matter to me. What I want is just good basketball. I don't like seeing like last year's NBA Finals, Warriors Cavaliers sweep, and it's like, yeah. I mean, it's the games were close, but I much prefer final series, the two best teams to go back and forth, game 6s, game 7s. That's what I want to see. But yeah, that's kind of like what my thought process is. I just want to see a good series. The last 2 years have been okay. I mean, 2017 was Warriors Cleveland, but that one was 4-1. That was Kevin Durant's first year with the Warriors, and they just kind of the games are close. Kyrie was still with Cavaliers, but they just cannot do it against the Golden State Warriors. It's just too much firepower. Obviously, everybody remembers 2016. That was probably the last great final series. 7 games. Cavaliers coming back from 3-1 down and beat the Golden State Warriors. I mean, that was the last great final series for the NBA Finals. So ever since then, haven't really gotten a series. So I'm hoping this one will be the next great NBA Finals series. And it looks like that because it looks like both teams are obviously so dominant at home. They're both very similar in styles. Both play really good defense. Both have players that are able to move the ball up and down the floor, like Green for the Warriors and Siakam and Leonard for the Raptors. So it's just a lot of different stuff. To me, it's going to be interesting when KD comes back because I do feel like he's going to come back. I don't know if he'll be 100%, but if he sees his team losing down 2-0, I'm pretty sure that he's going to try to come back and help his squad get another ring, make it 3 in a row. So we will see what happens in this series so far. But I mean, we're in Game 2, guys. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. We have Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, and he's actually next to Barack Obama, the 44th president of the United States, trying to watch Game 2 of the NBA Finals. So now we have Kawhi Leonard at the free throw line, ready to complete the three-point play. So now here comes Leonard at the free throw line. He's been perfect so far. The score is 46-35, and he makes it 47-35. 12-point lead for the Toronto Raptors, their highest of the game. And now Curry, still looking for his first field goal in this game as he passes it over to Iguodala. Now over to Jerebko. Back to Curry. Curry gets a screen, goes down the lane, tries to kick it out. Nice ball movement by the Warriors. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Curry gets it back, drives right by the defense, but he's not able to get the layup to fall. And now here comes Norman Powell. Has the ball in transition, goes right at Green. Green dishes it out. Now here goes Powell in the corner again. Attacks baseline, runs right into Green. Nothing was called. Leonard is double teamed, trying to split 2 defenders. And Leonard actually stepped out of bounds on that play. So now the turnover by the Raptors, not able to capitalize as they're showing the shooting chart of Curry. Currently 0 for 6 from the field. He has 4 points, but they all came from free throws. So that is not good when your star player is just not feeling it or doesn't have that energy that he needs, especially in these NBA Finals where every game is critical. Every possession is critical. Nice little bounce pass right there by Iguodala right over to Jerebko, and he finishes that reverse layup on the other side. Cuts the lead down to 10. 47-37 is the score. Van Fleet passing it over to Gasol. Now Gasol giving it out to Siakam. Siakam guarded by Draymond Green. Green trying to shut Siakam down. Nice little jab step back. Gets the bounce, but he's not able to connect. And now Iguodala gets the rebound. Passing it right over to Curry. Curry gets double teamed. Forced to give it up. But he gets it right back from Green. Nice ball movement. Iguodala thought about it, but he didn't take it. And now he finds Curry off the screen. And Curry gets his first field goal of the game. No surprise, it's a 3-pointer. And now Curry just cut the lead for the Raptors down to 7. 47-40 is the score. Jerebko guarding Kawhi Leonard. Now Kawhi, nice little crossover. Dishes it off to Siakam. Siakam finds Norman Powell behind him, behind the arc. Norman Powell gets in on the 3-point shooting party for the Raptors as Iguodala is actually on the floor, so they're going to have to call a timeout. Iguodala did not see that play, why he was on the floor, as Nick Nurse comes to check over Iguodala, making sure he's okay. Must have been on that play when they shot the 3 as Kawhi Leonard crosses him over. He ends up running right into the Gasol screen. So yeah, clean screen by Marc Gasol. Just Iguodala did not see it coming. His head must have been really rattled as soon as he got hit by that Gasol screen from behind him. But there's nothing you could do about that. That's a clean screen by Marc Gasol. So another timeout the Warriors were forced to call. The score right now is currently Golden State Warriors still down right now. 50-40 is the score with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in this second quarter. Very interesting to see how the Raptors will try to maintain their lead going into halftime. Warriors just seem like they're not at 100% right now. Iguodala, if he gets injured, that's going to be a big, big blow to the Warriors because they lose another veteran. And then Steph Curry finally getting his first field goal of the game. It took him all the way up to the 3-minute mark in this second quarter to get that first field goal. It ended up being a three-pointer. But, again, he doesn't seem to be at 100%. Seems like he doesn't have that much high energy in his game. So hopefully he can try to shake that off in order to help his squad get this victory on the road. So now we have the game back on. They're showing the replay of Andre Iguodala getting hit by that screen. So hopefully he's okay as Klay Thompson rises up and he buries that nice little free throw jumper. Cuts the lead down to 8. 50-42 is the score. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in this second quarter. Marc Gasol finds Van Fleet. Now Van Fleet giving it off to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard guarded by Klay Thompson. Feels the double team coming. Kicks it out right over to Van Fleet. Van Fleet thought about passing it. Instead, he attacks the rim. Gives it off to Leonard. Leonard tries to adjust in midair. Instead, it's going to be called for a foul. And Draymond Green is not happy. And now let's see what's going to happen right here. Draymond Green, very, very frustrated that should not have been called for a foul. They thought it was a block and that it should have been a travel. It was a nice little swipe right there by Steph Curry. So it was not travel, but don't know where the foul came because it seemed like it came afterwards. But here comes Kawhi Leonard at the free throw line. As Kawhi knocks down the first free throw, makes it a 9-point lead again, 51-42. Iguodala heading to the locker room early, so that is not a good sign. Hopefully everything is okay with Iguodala. Might have just gotten his head rattled because he did not see the screen coming. So now here comes Toronto as Kawhi Leonard knocks down both free throws, makes it a 10-point lead again for the Raptors as Curry brings the ball past half court. Gets a nice little screen. Now he pulls up in rhythm, knocks down the 3-ball, make it 2 3-pointers for Curry. And this is what the Raptors do not want. They do not want this guy to start getting on a roll on the offensive end as Van Fleet, guarded by Quinn Cook, dribbling the ball around. He's getting pressured by Cook. And now Van Fleet splits the defenders, finds Gasol. Gasol with the floater. No, way off on that one. Now Green outlets it, gets the ball stolen by Kawhi Leonard. Now here comes Leonard in transition. Dishes it right over to Gasol, and Gasol gets the layup to fall this time. And just like that, it is an 9-point lead again. 54-45 is the score. Kawhi Leonard with another steal. Now here comes Steph Curry. Gets stripped by Van Fleet. Van Fleet with the steal. Goes up. Gets the layup to fall. And, oh my goodness, I thought it was going to be an and one opportunity again, but instead, just a regular layup. No foul was called. 56-45. Lead is back up to 11. Now here comes Draymond Green finding Klay Thompson. And that's going to be an offensive foul on the Golden State Warriors. And everything now just kind of breaking down for the Warriors. First the steal right there by Kawhi Leonard. Then the steal by Fred VanVleet. Had his teammate right behind him. And instead he took it all the way and he finishes at the rim. Now 11-point lead for the Raptors. Here comes VanVleet. Scotiabank Arena on their feet. Want more buckets for their squad. Here comes Norman Powell. Open. Nobody around him. Comes up short. Kawhi Leonard trying to tip it to his teammate, but instead goes to the Warriors. Now here comes Draymond Green. Green surveying the floor. Finds Thompson. Hesitates. Then he takes it, and he's still able to knock it down. Oh, quick release by Klay Thompson, and he's got 18 points for the Golden State Warriors. 8-point lead now for the Raptors. 56-48 is the score. 1 minute and 14 seconds left as Kawhi backing down on Klay Thompson. Dishes it right over to Fred VanVleet. Now VanVleet going to the right. Has some space. He's got the mismatch. He's got Kevon Looney. Crosses him over. Goes to the rim. And he gets that one to fall. Oh, Fred VanVleet is having himself a first half in game 2. Here comes Curry with the hesitation. Takes the floater off the glass. And now Curry starting to get into a rhythm on the offensive end. 8-point lead for the Raptors. 58-50 is the score. Curry now quickly with 12 points in this first half. Both teams trading buckets now. 42 seconds left in this second quarter. Leonard waiting for the screen. He's got 2 to choose from. He's got Klay Thompson on him. Now he gets the screen by Gasol. Has 2 defenders on him. They tip the ball away. It's a loose ball. Curry gets it. He's going to have nobody in front of him. And he's able to get that layup to fall. So now Gasol is gonna about to inbound the ball, but ends up getting kicked. So now the lead is down to 6. 58-52 is the score. Good double team by Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, able to strip it from Kawhi Leonard, and he just ends up letting that ball go. Marc Gasol could not catch up to Curry in order to block that layup. So now 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Green gets called for the reach in, and it's gonna be another foul on Draymond Green. Good thing is he's talking it over with Kerr in order to let him know that he's trying to talk it over, trying to not lose his cool. He reached in, trying to got a tip of that ball, but he just kept holding on to Siakam. As Green just got ease. A good thing he did not get out of control on that play. So now Siakam at the free throw line with an opportunity to increase this lead back up to 8. Siakam with 6 points in this first half so far. Trying to make it 8 as he misses the first free throw. Comes up way short on that one. Siakam shooting 76% from the free throw line in these 2019 playoffs, actually, as Danny Green checks in for Marc Gasol. Shot clock is off, so the Warriors will have the last shot of the second quarter. 18.9 seconds left on the game clock. Here comes Siakam. Knocks down the second free throw, goes 1 for 2, makes it a 7-point lead. Curry has the ball. He has found his offense in this second quarter. Took him until the 3-minute mark in this second quarter to start filling it. Now Curry, waiting. Has the screen by Klay Thompson. Now he gets an opening. Ends up getting fouled from behind by Fred VanVleet. So it's going to be free throws for Steph Curry. So he'll get an opportunity to cut the lead now down to 5. 59-52 is the score. Curry just had an open lane. And it was just Fred VanVleet kind of holding on to him. Siakam tried to strip that ball away from him. 4.1 seconds left on the game clock in this second quarter. So it is going to be the last opportunity for the Toronto Raptors as Curry knocks down the first free throw. Cuts the lead down to 6. 4.1 seconds left. Curry erupting in this second quarter now. Knocking down 2 3 balls as we see the replay. And it seems like they called a foul on Siakam, but he actually got all ball on that one. So now Siakam thought he was going to the bench. Instead, he stays on the floor. Klay Thompson goes to the bench. So now here comes Steph Curry at the free throw line, trying to knock down 2 free throws, make it a 5-point lead. 59-53. Yes, he does. Makes it a 5-point lead for the Raptors. Raptors will now have the last shot of this second quarter. Here comes Fred VanVleet. Near half court. Doesn't even take the shot because he hesitated. Looks like the ball might have slipped out of his hands. And just like that, we are into halftime, my friends. The score is 59-55. Toronto maintains their lead. It was as high as 12. But the Warriors were able to storm their way back and cut the lead now down to only 5. The score, 59-54, is the score on this one. Well, now that we're in halftime, guys, will be a quick break right here before the game comes back on for the third quarter. And we'll start doing more of the play-by-play action. You guys let me know in the chat, anybody that's listening right here, who do you think is going to take this game? Is it too close to call? I know that Miles and George want the Warriors to get this victory in order to even up the series. Star Wars Player 1 in the chat saying that he wants somebody different to win, so he's rooting for the Raptors in this one. Should be very interesting. Again, just like Game 1, they go into halftime very, very close. So we will see what happens in this third quarter. Let me go ahead and save this recording right here of the second quarter. A lot of action that happened right here as we got Curry finally getting back into the scoring ways. Knocked down 2 3-balls in a row. Then he started attacking the paint. That's exactly what he needed in order to start feeling more of that rhythm that he had in game 1. Even though game 1, majority of those points came from free throws, because he had, actually, let's see how much they went to, because I know I saw that right there. Curry actually made 14 free throws in game 1. So that's the majority of his points came at the free throw line. So let's see if he starts doing that in order to save his energy, because it seems like it was a nice little burst of adrenaline that he had at the end of the second quarter that was allowed him to knock down that 3-ball and then attack the basket. But we will see if he can continue that scoring run, as well as Klay Thompson. So let's go ahead and check out the box score right here for both teams right here. All right, so for Golden State, we have Draymond Green with 9 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He's on his way to another triple-double. DeMarcus Cousins, he started this game, actually knocked down a 3-ball, has 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist, but he's got 3 fouls on the night so far. Klay Thompson has 18 points. He's the leading scorer with 4 rebounds, actually, and 1 assist. And he also has knocked down 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. As for Steph Curry is 4 for 10 from the field, but the majority of those points came in the second quarter. He's got 16 with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And then there's Sean Livingston and Jonas Jerebko with 2 points as well. So the Warriors have knocked down 6 triples in this game out of 16, shooting 37%. They have 5 offensive rebounds, so they're getting those second chance looks, but their turnovers are up to 9. So Toronto, again, forcing them to make mistakes on the offensive end. Toronto with 7 turnovers in the game. They also have 5 offensive rebounds, but they've only have 5 3-pointers in this game. So far, the Warriors are winning the 3-point categories, which allow them to stay very close to the Toronto Raptors. But the leading scorer for the Toronto Raptors is Kawhi Leonard. He has 16 points in that first half. Pascal Siakam only with 7 points. Had a quiet night compared to his game 1 performance of 32 points. He's 3 for 8 from the field, so not as efficient, but he is still trying to find his teammate as he has 3 assists and he also has 3 fouls. So a lot of players in foul trouble for the Raptors, because they have Kyle Lowry with 3 and Pascal Siakam with 3. So the Warriors are probably going to try to target those guys in order to get them out of the game and force some bench players to start having an impact for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet also having an impact. He seems to be that X factor that the Raptors need in Game 2. In Game 1, it was Pascal Siakam. But now, in Game 2, it is Fred VanVleet, who's got 12 points in that first half, 5 for 8 from the field, 1 3-pointer, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. So that is going to be very, very interesting to see as how Fred VanVleet plays in the second half. Are they going to start targeting him, starting to throw double teams, maybe put Klay Thompson on him or play another player on him in order to force the ball out of his hands? Bad thing for the Warriors is that the Raptors have a lot of weapons that they can go to. Either Kawhi Leonard starts filling it and going and attacking the rim or knocking down his mid-range shot, or Pascal Siakam starts getting some buckets going, or Fred VanVleet, or Kyle Lowry. Just so many different options that the Raptors can choose, but the Warriors are exactly the same as well. I mean, you have Curry, who's starting to feel it on the offensive end. You have Klay Thompson, who's been knocking down shot after shot ever since the game started. Then you also have Draymond Green, who just loves to go coast to coast, take advantage of the defense, even when they're not paying attention, and get straight to the rim in order to get easy buckets. So we will see what is going to happen as we have George. What's up, George? Saying Curry is not feeling great. Yeah, man. They've been showing replays during the broadcast, showing him like walking very kind of like not with a lot of energy, like the same energy that you expect him to see. I mean, he's running around, but not as much as he usually does, trying to get away from his defender, trying to create some space in order to get that screen and get that 3-point shot off. But so far, it has not worked for Curry, but he started feeling it right now at the end of this second quarter, actually. At the 3-minute mark, again, knocked down a 3-ball, then he knocked down another one, attacked the basket, got a screen, drove it in, got a nice little floater off the glass. So lucky for the Warriors that he's starting to feel hopefully a lot better. Andre Iguodala is the one that actually got rocked in that second quarter by a screen that he didn't see coming by Marc Gasol, and he went straight to the locker room. So hopefully he is doing okay. But we will see what happens in this second half. Raptors have that energy. They have the momentum, but Warriors can just cause up a storm at any moment. And that's what they're trying to do right now. Either Klay Thompson or Curry is going to try to start raining threes in order to get back into this game and take this road victory against the Toronto Raptors. All right, so let me go ahead and drink the water since I've been going for about an hour straight just talking. Oh, man. All right. So we got a few more minutes, guys, before the third quarter starts. Usually halftime's about 10 minutes or so. Still got 24 minutes of action to go in this game. We're going to see who is going to have to step up for the Warriors against the Raptors to see what the heck is going to go down between these two teams. I mean, Curry, if he starts feeling it, I mean, George said it in the chat. He was like, Curry needs a 40-point bomb. He needs something to kind of help push this team to get this victory in Toronto. As for the Raptors, they're playing good defense. They're trying to force as many turnovers. I mean, still, both teams are very close. 9 turnovers for the Warriors, 7 turnovers for the Raptors. So it's still very close, but still very high for the Warriors, considering that in Game 1, Raptors caused the Warriors to turn the ball over 16 times in that game. Still going to be very interesting to watch who is going to try to help out the Warriors. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins got some good minutes. He got into foul trouble, though, in that first half, so we will see how many minutes he gets to play in that second half. Seems like he is okay now. He's running really well. He's getting to his positions, and he's shooting the ball really well because he knocked down a 3. So we'll see how many minutes Kerr plays him in that second half, because he is just a problem to deal with in the post for any guy, especially Serge Ibaka. He's got 3 fouls. Marc Gasol, you don't want him to get into foul trouble because you're going to need him trying to play his defense and also have his shot on the offensive end. So far, a lot of action going down between these two teams. Fred VanVleet is just that X Factor, knocking down 3 balls, getting to the rim and knocking down tough layups. He's already made 2 tough layups, one on Kevon Looney and then one on Quinn Cook, where he actually got that foul called and one opportunity. There's just so many good things going to the Raptors in that first half, but let's see if it can continue. Kawhi Leonard seems to be in a better place than he did in Game 1. Even though he had 23 points, it was a very quiet 23 points for Kawhi Leonard. He was just, knocking down some shots, but the Warriors were doing a good job double-teaming him, forcing him to give the ball up, but he was just doing a good job at finding his teammates, getting them going, and then that's what kind of helped the Raptors take Game 1. In this game, seems like they're not double-teaming him as much, and he's getting a lot more aggressive, getting to the rim, knocking down a 3-ball already, and getting to his spots in the mid-range area within the arc. So we will see if Kawhi Leonard keeps contributing on the offensive end, starts just racking up more and more points. Again, he averaged about 35 points. He actually averaged 31 points in these 2019 playoffs, but he had a couple straight games where he just kept knocking down 35 plus, 35 plus, 35 plus. He was just so unstoppable. It's just nobody could guard him like that. Nobody was able to kind of stop Kawhi Leonard. But again, when you're going up against the defending back-to-back champions, the Warriors, they just have a game plan for every player and how to slow them down. So as we have George right here in the chat saying, men now in Greece is 4 in the night and I want to sleep. I'll say, my goodness, George, I cannot believe you are up that early, my friend. But you look at that. You believe in them, my friend. So, I hope for you, my friend, that at least you stayed up, for the good cause. That way you can see your team win or hear your team win in this case. But we are still in a halftime break. Warriors are currently down by 5 points. 59-54 is the score. Halftime should be over in the next couple of minutes. That way we can get the action back on right now and see what the Warriors are going to have to do. How aggressive are they going to have to be in order to stop this Raptors team, because they do not want to go down 2-0 in this series. I mean, lucky for them, they get to go back home after this game. Next game will be Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. But yes, let's see what happens. I mean, we'll be I guess witnessing something very different, seeing this Warriors team down 2-0 in a series, and more specifically in a finals series. So a lot of crazy stuff going on. This Raptors team is just playing the right game plan in order to make it tough, make it uncomfortable for these Golden State Warriors. And again, the thing that I am looking forward to is seeing when KD is going to come back and how much of a difference he is going to have for this Warriors squad. I mean, people were saying that when KD was out that they were better without KD, which is obviously, not true. I mean, he's just so ingrained into that offense that it's just become second nature where they need him now. I mean, the Golden State Warriors were a championship team without him, but now that he's been there for 3 years, I mean, it's just become such a big key to that offense that he can just drop 20 points minimum on any night, on any team, any defender guarding him. He is just one of the most elite scorers in the NBA. So we will see what goes down when KD comes back. And then it's going to be very interesting to see how the Raptors are going to have to, again, make a different type of adjustment in order to stop KD. Because now it's going to free up some space for Klay Thompson or Steph Curry or any other Warrior that's trying to get their offense going. But we will see what happens and how soon KD will come back. But until then, we are still in Game 2, guys, between the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. So we will see what is going to happen in this third quarter. I'm just excited. I want this halftime to just end already so that we can get back into the action. Again, I apologize for anybody that's listening. I wish I could show you guys the game, but I cannot. I'll get the YouTube channel in trouble. So at the moment, just kind of trying to do the play-by-play for you guys and just describe the action as best as I can. I'm pretty sure I'm slurring over my words, stuttering over a lot of my words, but again, trying to do my best to try to give you guys the action. That way, we can all be excited about this NBA Finals. We can all be talking about the action that's going down. So far, for sure, best play of the game has been that alley-oop from Fred VanVleet right over to Siakam. It was a beautiful place ball, and Siakam with one hand catches it in midair, and he jams that one down, which was such a sick play. Let's see. We have the chat going on. Let's see. George saying the bench of the Warriors is frustrating. Yeah, dude. They have a lot of, what I've noticed is that they have a lot of inexperienced guys. I mean, you have the starting lineup, which is all veterans. I mean, you do have Livingston, who should be the leader of that bench. But other than that, I mean, you don't have much guys with experience. You have McKinney, who doesn't have that much playoff and finals experience. You have, let's see who you have. You have Jerebko. I mean, Jerebko hasn't had that much finals experience either. You have guys like Kevon Looney. I mean, Kevon Looney already been with the Warriors already. He's been to the championship, so he is a big help for the Warriors. But again, a lot of inexperience on the bench for the Warriors and not enough production coming out from that bench, like Quinn Cook or any other player like that on the Warriors bench, as compared to the Raptors. The Raptors have Fred VanVleet. They have Norman Powell. They have guys like Serge Ibaka. All these guys, these role players that have had success like that, they're able to help out their squad off the bench, and that's another big key. So good job by George in the chat to mention something important, is that bench is what's going to probably be the difference between these two teams, and the fact that like they're able to, even when their starters are not on the floor, they find ways to score some buckets, get to the hole, get some free throws, get 3 balls shot up. So very interesting to see. So we have the stats right here for both teams. Raptors shooting 46%, while the Golden State Warriors only shooting 40% on the field. One interesting note to note, guys. One interesting note to note that makes no sense, but one interesting, nice little nugget that I found out was that Toronto shot 51% from the field as compared to Golden State, in Game 1 at 44%. But Toronto actually, they are 11-3 in these playoffs when they hold the opponent under 45%. So if Toronto continues to play defense like they have played in Game 1 and playing right now, currently Warriors only have 40%. They come out with a victory. I mean, it just shows that if they are able to maintain the offense of the Warriors and not allow them to get their scoring going and keep them under 45% shooting from the field, expect another victory for the Toronto Raptors. So guys, third quarter, just about to begin. Curry crossing half court, and the Warriors will have first possession of this second half. Iguodala back in the game with Cousins, Klay Thompson, Green, and Curry. As Cousins gets rejected on that one as a nice little spin move. No foul was called as it was a block by Marc Gasol. Kevon Looney also fell very hard on that play in the first half. Actually ended up hitting right his shoulder. So let's see what happens. I don't know if he's gonna come back right here as they're giving an update on him as Cousins gets the ball from the out-of-bounds play. 4 seconds left as the ball is loose. Klay Thompson is going to have to save it. There's only 1 second left. He has to shoot it up, and he throws that one out of bounds. So not a good offensive possession by the Warriors right out of the halftime break. Again, the Raptors defense pressuring every player, making them uncomfortable, forcing them to give up the ball, and forcing other players to try to set up the offense. So now we have Kyle Lowry, Marc Gasol, Siakam, Kawhi Leonard, and Danny Green on the floor for the Raptors. Here comes Kyle Lowry. Lowry giving it off to Gasol. Gasol looking for one of his teammates. He finds Lowry. Now Lowry giving it off to Green. In the hands of Leonard. Leonard pulls up. 3-ball off the front of the rim. And Cousins comes up with the rebound. Now Cousins bringing the ball up for the Warriors. Nice little crossover. Kicks it out. Now dish right over to Klay Thompson. Thompson over to Iguodala. Within the arc, knocks that long two-pointer down. Cuts the lead from 59 to 56 now. So now it's a 3-point lead for the Raptors as there's a ball deflected and a steal. Here comes Klay Thompson. Thompson for the Warriors finds Curry. Curry pump fakes, goes right by Kyle Lowry, and he gets that floater to go off the glass. And just like that, the lead is down to 1 for the Toronto Raptors, 59 to 58. Now the fans of Scotiabank Arena on their feet. They want the offense to start getting things going for the Raptors as Gasol gives it right back to Leonard. Now Leonard gets the screen. He has DeMarcus Cousins right on him. Nice little step back, fadeaway jumper, in and out on that one as Cousins gets the rebound. Now Cousins gonna bring the ball down. Green was calling it. Instead he kicks it out to Iguodala. Nobody around Iguodala, and Iguodala gets a 3-ball to fall. And the Warriors have their first lead of the second half, 61 to 59. And now there's a timeout by Nick Nurse. And just like that, Warriors are starting that little crazy run that they do, especially in that third quarter. No matter if it's on the road or at home, they just start weathering a storm right here. And now Iguodala with 5 points in this third quarter already. Only 2 minutes played. Curry already showing off the energy. He's a completely different player than he was in that first quarter, getting a nice little floater off the glass. So a timeout by the Toronto Raptors as the lead has now shifted right over to the Warriors side. 61 to 59 is the score. Raptors are down by 2 points. So just like that, guys, Warriors trying to shift the momentum. And now they have the lead back on their side. So now it's up to the Raptors to see how they're going to change things up. Try to get their offense going. Haven't knocked down a field goal yet. Let's see what Nick Nurse can come up with out of the timeout. Trying to talk things over with his squad. We'll see what happens right here. It's Kyle Lowry in this game so far. Again, a very quiet night so far for Kyle Lowry. But let's see what other areas he can try to affect for the Raptors. I mean, he's already taken a charge. He leads in the NBA playoffs in charges. He's drawn 16 charges in these playoffs. It just shows what he's willing to do and how he's willing to put his body on the line. I mean, he's got 9 points in the game, but he does have 3 fouls. So, again, foul trouble for the Raptors. You have Pascal Siakam, you have Kyle Lowry, and you have Serge Ibaka, all with 3 fouls. And then you have Fred VanVleet and Marc Gasol with 2 fouls. So that is something that the Raptors are going to have to be very careful of. And the Warriors are probably trying to exploit that. Try to get them into positions where they will get into fouls. And that's what the Warriors want. They want to get easy free throw shots. They want to get easy possessions. Just trying to get easy points every time they go out on the offensive end. But as we wait, guys, we're still in a timeout break. Warriors have taken the lead right back from the Toronto Raptors. They have a 2-point lead right now. 61 to 59 is the score. Game 2 of the NBA Finals between the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. Let's see if we get any changes for the Raptors. I doubt it since it's only been 2 minutes so far into this third quarter. As we see who's going to be that aggressive player, the facilitator for the Raptors. As you can see, for the Warriors, it seems like Iguodala is going to be that guy. Even though he got hit hard off that screen by Marc Gasol, he came right back. Good thing it wasn't anything serious, no concussion or anything like that, because he did. Those are probably the worst types of screens to take, where you don't even see them coming and you just feel your head kind of just whiplash a little bit. So let's see what's going to happen as Iguodala already knocked down a long two-pointer and a three ball. Nobody around him. He's already got 5 points quickly in this third quarter. As we have the broadcast coming back on now for this game between the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. Game 2. Raptors trying to be one of the few teams that have beat the Golden State Warriors back-to-back times. Only team to do it in the last couple of years have been the Rockets in 2018. So now we have Kyle Lowry with the ball. Gets a screen. Goes to his left. It's going to be an offensive foul by Marc Gasol on that moving screen right there. And now things are starting to look very, very bad for the Toronto Raptors, as they've now given up the ball a few times, have come up empty on the offensive end. And now with 2 minutes played, Warriors are on a nice little 7-0 run. As we have Klay Thompson with the ball. Finds Draymond Green under the basket. No communication by the Toronto Raptors. And just like that, the Warriors have a 4-point lead in this game now. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Gets a screen. Goes to his right by Gasol. Now a strip right there by Iguodala. Iguodala now in transition. Kicks it out to Curry. Curry waits for the defender to blow by. Tries a three. No. Comes up too short on that one. As Steph Curry steals it from Kyle Lowry. Now he goes up in the other end. He blows the layup. Oh, 2 opportunities for Curry. Couldn't convert on either one. As Kawhi Leonard gets fouled by the Warriors defense. So now it's going to be Draymond Green's 3rd foul of the game. Look at this nice little play. Screen by Curry to allow Draymond Green to get open under the basket. Easy. Nice bucket right there by Green. Now here comes Leonard. Giving it off to Gasol. Gasol from deep. No, too strong on that one. And the Raptors have yet to hit their field goal of this second half. As Cousins dishes it right over to Klay Thompson for the reverse layup. Oh, the Warriors are on a nice little run. It's one of those third quarter explosions that they're having right now. And what a turnaround. 6-point lead now for the Warriors. As Siakam giving it off to Green. Green giving it right over to Gasol. Gasol again open. Not able to knock down the mid-range jumper. And Iguodala gets the rebound. Iguodala lobs it up. As Gasol gets that one. And it's going to be a foul against Cousins. Trying to fight for that loose ball. So Cousins now with 4 fouls on the night. So let's see what Steve Kerr will do. Nice little pass by Cousins. They'll saw Klay Thompson cutting to the basket. Kawhi Leonard did not come quick enough to block that reverse layup. So now, Toronto's going to inbound the ball. Cousins still in the game. He has 4 fouls with 7 points. Played 14 minutes already in this game too. So now we have Kawhi Leonard going to the right. Gets a nice little screen. Nice little inside-out dribble. Finds Siakam near the paint. Siakam guarded by Iguodala. Gets blocked on that one. It's going to be a jump ball. Iguodala is that difference maker right now in this third quarter. He's either gotten steals. Now he's gotten a block. Now he's gotten a triple mid-range shot. He is just doing everything in this third quarter to get his team focused and trying to steal this game away from the Raptors. So now jump ball. Siakam versus Iguodala. If the Raptors get it, 8 seconds on the shot clock. If the Warriors get it, reset shot clock. So here comes the jump. Siakam tips it over to Gasol. Now Gasol taking it right on as the ball's bounced right off of the foot of Draymond Green. So it's going to be Raptor ball with 4.5 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to have to be something quick. Raptors have yet to hit a field goal in this third quarter. We've already played 4 minutes. You can already tell that the Warriors just coming out with a different type of mindset in this second half. There's going to be an offensive foul again, this time on Marc Gasol. Again on that screen. And just like that, the Toronto Raptors are just giving up opportunities to get their first field goal and cut the lead of the Warriors. As here comes Golden State. Iguodala giving it off to Cousins. Cousins trying to lob it up to Green. Nice little defensive play by the Raptors. Now Gasol has it. Bringing it up off the floor. Giving it off to Siakam. Kawhi Leonard wants the ball. He's calling for it. But Siakam, now he gives it off to Leonard, who's near the arc. Guarded by Steph Curry. Now Leonard bounces it over to Gasol. Gasol over to Van Fleet. Van Fleet from beyond the arc. No, not able to hit. These Raptors are in a little dry spell right now as Green has it. Trying to pick up the pace. Green gets double teamed. Finds Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson in and out and right back in. And the lead is just increased now to 9 points. 68-59. Timeout by Nick Nurse. Another timeout for the Raptors. And just like that, the lead is increased for the Golden State Warriors. And these are the Warriors that we are used to seeing right there. Klay Thompson, good move to fake out Siakam. Get some space. And just like that, the Warriors are on top against the Raptors. And the Raptors already 4.5 minutes played in this third quarter. And they have yet to hit a bucket or a point in this third quarter. So not looking good for these Raptors. And you cannot let the Warriors just increase the lead, especially when you have an opportunity to go 2-up in the finals against the Warriors. Because if you let this lead slip, the Warriors will just take the game on the road and they're just going to have all the momentum going home to Golden State. So very, very dangerous territory that the Raptors are in, but they're going to have to try to find a way, another gear to get back into this game. So now we have a timeout break right now, guys. 7 minutes and 35 seconds left in this third quarter. Let's see what changes. We have Fred VanVleet on the floor. Let's see what kind of an impact they'll have. Marc Gasol has already taken 2 shots. Hasn't able to connect. Fred VanVleet had a good look at a three-pointer, but he wasn't able to knock it down as well. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see what the Raptors can do to try to adjust. Nick Nurse did not look happy after calling that timeout. He's trying to get his squad to just perform the same way they did in that first half. But, let's see what happens right here as we have Adroid Sucks. What's up, Adroid Sucks? Thank you so much, my friend, for coming to the chat. I appreciate you listening. And he says, Yurt. Yurt to you too, my friend. So let's see what happens here in this game. We're still waiting for the timeout break to end. Warriors, just as we're so used to seeing them, guys, in the regular season and the playoffs, that third quarter explosion. They come out of that halftime break with a different type of energy, and they look like a completely different team. And that is just scary. I mean, we didn't get to see that in game 1. After that, after the halftime break, they were down against the Raptors. You could feel like they wanted to come back, but Raptors just had too much power, too much weapons that were just working their way in that game 1. So let's see what happens. Can the Raptors come back in this game? It's only a 9-point deficit for the Raptors. 68-59 is the score. As we have the broadcast coming back on right here. Or almost coming back on. So we'll see what happens between these two teams. Nick Nurse probably going to have to make some adjustments, or just trying to see if he can cool down the shooters of the Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson, again, he has just been feeling it from beyond the arc. Believe he hasn't even missed one through. Actually, yes, he did. I jinxed it. He did miss 1 3-pointer already, but he's 4 for 5 from beyond the arc. Curry has 2 3-pointers. Andre Iguodala already with 1 3-pointer, and DeMarcus Cousins, the big man, knocking down one in that first half. So the 3-point category going to the Golden State Warriors, while the Toronto Raptors only have 5 triples in this game. Golden State has 8. So we will see what is going to happen the remainder of this third quarter. Can the Raptors come back, or is the lead just going to keep on exploding? Seems like one of those typical Warrior games where they just erupt no matter if they're home, if they're away. Does not matter. As we have the broadcast now officially back, Raptors going to inbound the ball. Let's see what they can come up out of the out-of-bounds play. So now, here comes Siakam, giving it up to Gasol. Now Gasol, looking for Siakam in the paint. Has Green on him. Gets deflected and rejected from behind by DeMarcus Cousins. Oh, again, another trip on the offensive end for the Raptors, and they have just come up short. Here comes Curry, guarded by Leonard. Kicks it out to Thompson. Now, ball in the hands of Cousins. He bounces it over to Thompson, and Thompson gets a nice, tough left-handed layup to fall. And the scoring continues for the Golden State Warriors. 11-point lead now for the Golden State Warriors. That is their highest of the game. Klay Thompson leading the way with 25 points. And now Kawhi Leonard trying to get into the paint. The ball's deflected again, but Lowry's able to get it, spin away, finds Siakam. Siakam's in the paint, and he's not able to finish that floater. Unbelievable how they're not able to score. Here comes Iguodala right over to Green, and Green finishes at the rim. Oh, the run is just, again, an 18-0 scoring run the last 5.5 minutes for the Warriors. And this is just the worst possible scenario for the Raptors as Gasol drives in, finds Van Fleet in the corner. Van Fleet finally ends the drought as he buries a 3-ball. Cuts the lead down to 10, 72-62. Now Curry going down. Thought about going all the way to the rim. Instead, he kicks it out to DeMarcus Cousins. Now Cousins has Gasol on him. Nice little crossover. Has some handles as he kicks it out to Klay Thompson. Thompson off the front of the rim right there. Ends up going out of bounds off of Marc Gasol. So it's going to be 14 seconds on the shot clock. Look at this beautiful pass. Cousins with the great passing ability. Seeing his teammates cut to the basket. Finding some good angles. And he bounces it perfectly to Klay Thompson. Now Curry finds Iguodala. Iguodala blows the layup. Good defense by Lowry. Try to strip it from him. Now here come the Toronto Raptors. Van Fleet has the ball. Giving it over to Gasol. Gasol looking for Leonard. Leonard trying to call it. He's in the paint. Gives it off to Thompson. Now look at this. Leonard. Double team. Kicks it out. Van Fleet. Another 3-ball. No, off the front of the rim. Now look at this outlet pass. Gets tipped and stolen by Van Fleet. Oh, now the Raptors get the turnover. Can they capitalize? Here comes Siakam to Lowry. Lowry from deep. No, off the back of the rim. Still very, very tough shooting in this third quarter by the Raptors. They're only 1 for 12 as Golden State trying to take advantage. Green blows right by his defender. Adjusted midair. Whoa, what a move by Draymond Green. Great athleticism. Now Van Fleet has an open lane under the basket. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard, now he's coming up short, but Fred Van Fleet gets the offensive rebound. Finds Siakam. Siakam, no! The Toronto Raptors are just not finding their stroke now in this third quarter. Not able to connect on any three-pointer. As Steph Curry, no-look pass to Iguodala. Iguodala ends up getting fouled by Kyle Lowry, and that is going to be Lowry's 4th foul of the game. Nothing going the Toronto Raptors way. Look at this replay by Draymond Green. Green blowing right by Kawhi Leonard. Sees Kyle Lowry. Just going to go jump right to the side. That way he doesn't get called for the offensive foul. Nice little finger roll on that one. So now the score is 74-62. Golden State up by 12. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. Kyle Lowry with 4 fouls as Klay Thompson fadeaway, not able to connect on that one. And now Lowry has it. Gives it off to Leonard. Nice little behind the back dribble. Gets right by Green. And he gets the foul called. And one opportunity. Oh, the toughness of Kawhi Leonard to just absorb that contact. Not get phased. And he still got that one up to the rim. And off the glass to fall. Let's see if that's the bucket that the Raptors needed. Look at this nice little behind the back dribble around Draymond Green. Green tries to come from behind. Ends up fouling Kawhi Leonard. Look at that beautiful skill by Kawhi Leonard as he takes the free throw, knocks that down, completes a 3-point play, and he cuts the lead down for the Warriors to 9, 74-65. Kawhi with 19 points, 5 for 12 from the field as Draymond Green, guarded by Kawhi Leonard, he gives it off to Iguodala. Now Iguodala bounces it over to Curry. Curry giving it out to Bogut for the alley-oop. Bogut just checking in, and he's got his first field goal of these finals. 76-65, 11-point lead now for Golden State. 76-65. Here comes Kyle Lowry, guarded by Steph Curry. Serge Ibaka's on the floor for the Toronto Raptors, as well as Norman Powell. Powell going to his left, under the basket. Thought about kicking it off. Instead, he took too many steps, and he ends up traveling, and another turnover by the Raptors. They have committed way too many turnovers in this third quarter, which has led to the Golden State Warriors just consistently getting buckets off of those turnovers and increasing their lead. Just like that. Again, one of those third quarter explosions that we are used to seeing for the Warriors. They have outscored Toronto in this third quarter 22-6. Unbelievable. So now here comes Curry going to his left. Now he kicks it out to McKinney. McKinney blows by the defender. Gets a nice floater. Good look by McKinney. And he knocks down 2 more points for the Warriors. 78-65. 13-point lead now for Golden State. Here comes Ibaka. Dishes it right over to Norman Powell. Norman Powell rises up. Couldn't get that one to fall, but Ibaka's got the offensive rebound, and he puts that one right back in. Good job by Ibaka to get a second chance opportunity for the Raptors. Toronto with 11 second chance opportunities and points, while the Golden State Warriors have 0. Curry going to his left, fades away. Three-pointer, no, not able to get that one, too strong. Now here comes Kawhi Leonard. Thought about taking the three, runs right into Bogut. Doesn't get called for the blocking foul. So it's going to be Toronto Raptors ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in this third quarter as we see Quinn Cook coming in for the Golden State Warriors. Kawhi Leonard ready to inbound the ball. Kyle Lowry with 4 fouls still on the floor. Shows how much trust Nick Nurse has for his starting point guard. Kawhi Leonard waiting to have some of his teammates sub in as we see Pascal Siakam coming in. Here comes Kawhi, ready to inbound. 18 seconds on the shot clock for the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by McKinney, crosses over to his right. Now he gets a double team. He has a smaller Quinn Cook on him. Crosses over again. He gets the foul called again. Shoots that one up, but I don't know if it'll be shooting foul. It'll probably be, but now they're in. Toronto is in the bonus for the remainder of this third quarter, so it is going to be free throws for Kawhi Leonard. So now Leonard has an opportunity to try to cut this lead down to 9. 78-67 is the score. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Kawhi with 19 points, 5 for 12 from the field actually, but he's actually 8 for 8 from the free throw line as he knocks down his 9th free throw. Makes it a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Kawhi is probably going to have to step up in the remainder of this third quarter and fourth quarter if he wants to give his team a chance to protect home court. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Warriors looking to even up the series. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Second free throw. Knocks that one down. Still perfect from the free throw line, and the lead is down to 9 for the Warriors. 78-69 is a score. Here comes Curry. Picked up by Van Fleet. Now Bogut. Gives it off to Green. Green, guarded by Kawhi Leonard. Gives it right back. Ball's almost loose. Curry still has it. Has a couple defenders on him. Tries to force the floater, but he couldn't get it to drop. And Ibaka gets the rebound. Now Raptors pushing the ball. Van Fleet has it. Giving it right off. And look at that. Curry with the steal. Now Curry going down the lane in transition. Has Van Fleet on him, and he kicks it off to Quinn Cook. Now Cook, guarded by Norman Powell. Powell trying to reach in. 13 seconds on the shot clock for the Golden State Warriors. And now there's a steal by Powell. Powell giving it off to Siakam. Nobody in front of him. And Siakam jams that one down with 2 hands. Quinn Cook going to inbound it over. And just like that, the lead is down to 7 for the Golden State Warriors. 78-71. Here comes Green. Green moving the ball around. Now it's in the hands of Cook. And Cook buries the three-pointer, and he quiets down the crowd. Increases the lead back up to 10. 81-71. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in this third quarter. Siakam with the ball. Give it out to Leonard. Leonard now dribbling between his legs. Gets a nice little screen. Pulls up from 3, and he knocks that one down as soon as he got the screen and the space. And Leonard now able to cut the Warrior lead down to 7 again. 81-74. Just like that, Leonard has 24 points. Here comes Curry. Nice hesitation. Feels the contact again with Siakam behind him. And now Steph Curry headed to the free throw line again. He is just so crafty. He knows, he feels as soon as he gets by the defender, if he feels the contact from behind, he is just going to wait for you to run into him, take that shot, and wait for the referees to call for the foul as they show the replay of Kawhi Leonard going off the screen. A lot of space. McKinney came too late, and he knocks that 3 ball down. Both teams are in the bonus for the remainder of this third quarter. 1 minute and 46 seconds left to go as Golden State are up by 7, 81-74. Here comes Curry. Knocks the first free throw down. 82-74 is the score. 8-point lead now for the Golden State Warriors. Again, showing the replay of Curry. He just purposefully sees Siakam coming towards him, hesitates, freezes, and he just runs right into the body of Siakam. And now Curry knocks down both free throws. The score is 83-74. 9-point lead again for the Golden State Warriors. Here comes Van Fleet. Handing the ball off. Raptors moving it around. Now Kawhi Leonard has McKinney on him. He likes this matchup. Dribbling between his legs. Going to his left. Gets the contact again. And it's more free throws now for Kawhi Leonard. So now Kawhi, again, almost doing something similar to that Draymond Green did earlier on in the first half. Especially when the Raptors were in the bonus. He just kept feeling the contact. And as soon as he felt contact, went right at the defender and got the foul call so he can shoot free throws. So now Leonard trying to get as many easy opportunities as he can. So now here comes Kawhi at the free throw line. Still perfect. Knocks that first free throw down. Cuts the lead down to 8. 83-75 is a score. As they keep showing the replay right there of Steph Curry. So now here comes Kawhi Leonard at the free throw line. Knocks down both free throws. Makes it a 7-point lead again. 83-76. 1 minute and 28 seconds left in this third quarter. Raptors trying to cut down the lead even more. As another alley-oop right over to Bogut. This time from Draymond Green. 85-76 is the score. 9-point lead again for the Warriors. Here comes Van Fleet. Right over to Ibaka. Now the ball's in the hands of Kawhi Leonard. Leonard seems to be trying to take over this third quarter. Now Leonard bounces it over to Siakam. Siakam gets rejected by Draymond Green. Goes out of bounds. And now the Raptors will have the ball back with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Clean block by Draymond Green. And we just got news right here in the broadcast that Kevon Looney will be out for the game with a contusion. So hopefully he is okay. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Norman Powell. Nice little dribble right there. Gets by the defender. Tries the floater, fading away with the right hand. Good move by Norman Powell. Tough shot. And just like that, it's a 7-point lead again. 85-78. Here comes Curry. Hesitation. Gives it right off to Cook. Right back to Curry. Curry, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Has Siakam. Trying to go to his left. Gets right by him. Right over to Green. Back to Curry. Deep from the Scotiabank logo. And he drains it from downtown. 10-point lead again for the Warriors. 88-78. 23 points for Curry. Here comes Leonard. Leonard, nice little fake. And he goes into the lane, and he's still able around 4 Warriors defenders to get to the hole and get the layup to fall. Kawhi Leonard is just providing the scoring for the Raptors in this third quarter. Here comes Curry. There's about a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So Curry has the ball. Gets the screen from Green. Steps to the side. 3-ball. No, not able to connect on that one. And now here comes Siakam. He's got 7 seconds on the game clock. Gives it over to Kawhi. Kawhi right back to Siakam. Siakam with the fake pass. Goes to his right. Fadeaway jumper. No, not able to hit that one as the buzzer goes off. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 88-80 is the score. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors were able to outscore the Raptors in that third quarter. Could have had a bigger lead, but Kawhi Leonard just kept wanting to score and score and score, and he's able to at least hold that lead for the Golden State Warriors to only 8. Let's see what we can happen in the remainder of this game. Guys, we are through 3 quarters of basketball in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. We only have 12 minutes left. This is going to be very, very intense. For me, again, like I mentioned earlier, Raptors need to make this a must-win situation. You cannot let a game at home slip to the Warriors, especially how dangerous they are at home. So you have to protect at home court at all costs. I am no analyst. I am no specialist in basketball. I know nothing about it. But to me, it's a must-win situation. You cannot leave Game 2 with a loss, because when you're letting the Warriors have the momentum on their side, they're going to go back to Golden State on Wednesday, and they're just going to have the home crowd on their side, and they could try to close it out at home. So we will see what is going to go down in this fourth quarter. We got Sonny Galan. They say, "What's up, Sonny? Thank you so much for coming onto the chat and listening, my friend. I appreciate you." He says, "Can you send the video?" Dude, I can't, man. I don't have a link. Unless somebody else can put up the link, then go ahead right into the chat. I just can't put out the link. I wish I could show the game for you, but I cannot. But always, if you do, not saying that I do it. I don't do it. Just telling you guys. But if you do, always, I heard you can try NBA Reddit streams. Just so you know. I don't do it. Just letting you know that, guys. Again, Just trying to be a disclaimer. But if you do want to watch the game, make sure to check out NBA Reddit streams. I believe they show crystal clear HD videos of every NBA game, and I'm pretty sure they would be showing this finals game too if you want to rewatch it and not hear my weird voice. But again, fourth quarter is just about to begin. 88-80 is the score. Raptors just look terrible in that first half of the third quarter. I mean, they could not get a bucket to save their lives. I believe they went 5.5 minutes without making their first field goal. And that first field goal was by Fred VanVleet in the corner, dropped a 3 ball. But ever since that, nobody else was able to hit. But now Kawhi Leonard started putting matters into his own hands, started to get aggressive, and he got a couple buckets on the Warriors, got to the free throw line, saw the ball go through the net, and now the lead is down to 8 for the Warriors. This is where it's going to get key. Who is going to stay on the floor for the Golden State Warriors? Who is going to stay on the floor for the Raptors? Are they going to just keep playing Pascal Siakam? Is Kawhi Leonard going to get a short break, a small break? Who's going to stay? Is Klay Thompson going to keep, playing in that fourth quarter? I mean, both Klay and Curry are in 20-point range right now. I mean, Klay Thompson, 25 points, leading the way. Curry right behind him, 23 points. Both of those guys providing. And Draymond Green with 15 points. Again, only 3 guys in double figures, similar to last game. Big difference from game 1 and game 2 is that for the Raptors, you only have 2 guys in double digits. Kawhi Leonard with 28 and Fred VanVleet for 15, as compared to game 1 where the Raptors had 5 guys on their squad in double digits. So we will see what is going to go down in this fourth quarter. This is going to get intense as we have the game coming back on now, guys. Fourth quarter about to begin. The Raptors will go ahead and start this possession. 12 minutes left to try to see if they can protect home court or for the Warriors to steal their first game of this series. As Norman Powell has the ball, guarded by Iguodala. Norman Powell, nice little crossover, gets into the basket, but it gets rejected by DeMarcus Cousins. And now Sean Livingston has the ball for the Warriors. It's Livingston, Klay Thompson, Quinn Cook, Iguodala, and DeMarcus Cousins on the floor for the Warriors. Now Livingston gives it off to Thompson. Thompson feeds it right over to DeMarcus Cousins. Beautiful, nice little spin move. And Ibaka came too late. And now 2 more points for the Warriors. Cousins increases the Warrior lead to 10. 90-80 is the score. Start of the fourth quarter. Let's see how the Raptors start off. What type of energy do they have? As Ibaka has it, giving it off to Danny Green. Green trying to bounce it right over to Ibaka so he can cut to the basket, but it was a kick ball. So the Raptors will have 14 seconds on the shot clock. As we see Curry on the bench. Let's see how long his break will be. So now we have the Norman Powell and the Raptors going to inbound it. Siakam, Norman Powell, Fred VanVleet, Danny Green, and Ibaka are on the floor for the Raptors. Siakam trying to get that ball. He gets it. Guarded by Sean Livingston. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Nice spin move. Feeds it right over to Ibaka. He's not able to get it, but he's able to tip in his own miss. Oh, so many second chance opportunities for the Raptors is what's keeping them in this game and close. The score is 90-82. Warriors are up by 8. DeMarcus Cousins, guarded by Ibaka. Giving it off to Thompson. Thompson tries the 3 ball, but he's not able to hit that one as he falls to the floor. Now the Raptors trying to take advantage of the mismatch. Norman Powell trying for the 3 ball. No, too strong. Quinn Cook soars for the rebound. Unfortunate for the Raptors. They have not had much success from beyond the arc in this second half. As Sean Livingston, guarded by Siakam. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Warriors. Livingston giving it up to Iguodala. Iguodala has 6 seconds on the shot clock. Finds Quinn Cook. Cook giving it out to Cousins. Cousins from downtown. No, rolls right off the rim. Now here come Fred VanVleet. Trying to bounce it right between the legs of DeMarcus Cousins or near his legs. But it ends up going out of bounds. So it's going to be Raptors ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock as we see Lowry coming in for Norman Powell. Still plenty of basketball left to be played. Leonard on the bench. We'll see how early he comes on as Danny Green thought about taking that 3. Instead, he passed it in midair to Ibaka. Ibaka now to Fred VanVleet. VanVleet attacks the baseline. Not able to get that layup to go. And Cousins gets the rebound. Now Quinn Cook with the ball coming down the floor. Guarded by Ibaka. Warriors moving the ball around. Now Klay Thompson guarded by Fred VanVleet. Giving out to Cousins. Now Cousins to Iguodala. Iguodala from the corner. Iguodala, no, not able to get that one to drop. And now Kyle Lowry has the ball. Lowry hesitates. Gets to the basket. gets stripped, but it goes out of bounds off of Quinn Cook. So it's going to be Raptor ball with 17 seconds to go. Sean Livingston has to be separated from Ibaka. Things are going to start getting chippy. You have to be very careful. You do not want to lose any of your role players if you're each team. So now here comes Kyle Lowry. Inbounds it right over to Danny Green. Danny Green kicks it out to Siakam. To Lowry. Lowry pulls up from downtown, and Lowry knocks down a triple for the Raptors. Cut the lead down for the Warriors to 5. 90-85 is the score. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left as DeMarcus Cousins has the ball. Goes to his right. Right by Ibaka. Nice little layup finger roll by DeMarcus Cousins, showing off that his injury is not affecting him as Danny Green in rhythm. Oh, back-to-back threes for the Raptors. And now they've cut the lead down to 4. 92-88 is the score. Less than 9 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Cousins guarded by Ibaka. Ibaka trying to stay in front of him. Look at that. Oh, double team for Cousins. He finds Cook. Cook answers right back for the Warriors. And that's another triple for the Warriors, and the lead is back up to 7. 95-88. Here comes the Raptors. Lowry has the ball. Gets a screen. Goes to his left. Finds Siakam under the basket. Almost loses the ball. Has to throw it off to Ibaka. And Ibaka gets the floater. Not able to hit. And now the ball is with Iguodala for the Warriors. And now Iguodala. Give it out to Cook. Cook is feeling it. Tries a three. And he gets that one to drop. Oh, 2 straight 3-point field goals for Quinn Cook. And just like that, it's back up to a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Just when you thought the Raptors were going to get back into it. Here comes Ibaka trying to answer back. Yes, he does. These teams are just trading three-pointers. 98-91. And now Klay Thompson comes up hobbling. Oh, no. This is not going to be good for the Warriors. We will have to see the replay. Don't know what happened, as Klay Thompson is very upset as he goes and sits down on the bench. They did not show the replay as we go to a timeout break. So this is going to be very, very intense to see what happened to Klay Thompson. He just came out kind of hobbling. Don't know which foot it was. Hopefully he did not twist anything on either of his ankles, because that would be, again, another brutal loss for the Warriors. As we have George saying, Warriors, Warriors right there. Your cover is perfect, man. Don't do that instrument. Thanks so much, George. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm just trying to get better as much as I can. George also says, those threes of Curry are so... I know, dude. This is insane. As soon as he comes back on, he's just going to start raining threes as much as he can. I mean, Raptors did a good job. They came back. They were cutting down the lead. They got as close as they could. 4 points. But then Quinn Cook, off the bench. Exactly what the bench of the Warriors needed to do. Provide some output. And he knocked down 2 straight three-pointers and increased the lead to 10. But then Ibaka answers right back and knocks down a 3 of his own. 98-91 is the score. We're in a timeout break right now. Let's see if Kawhi Leonard and Curry come back on to the floor to try to help their squads respectively try to finish out this game. This is going to be very, very intense. 7 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. Raptors trying to fight for their lives right now. They need to win every home court game they have. They have to protect. As long as they protect home court, they are able to beat the Warriors in these NBA Finals of 2019. If they lose one game, then everything just starts looking more and more dicey. It looks more like momentum will shift to the Warriors because they are just so good at home as well. Not saying the Warriors can't lose at home either, but it's a lot more unlikely that the Warriors lose. I mean, I believe the only team that was able to beat the Warriors at home was the Clippers. So that just shows you how good that 8th seed Clippers team was. As crazy as it sounds like that, they were able to push the Warriors to 6 games, and they were able to just kind of, again, push them to different. I guess because the Warriors either overlooked the Clippers. They just didn't feel like they had enough firepower, and they were able to win a game at Golden State. So, again, let's see what happens. Not saying that they can't win. Raptors can't win a game at Golden State, but it is going to be very tough, especially in moments like these where you need guys to step up. You need guys to be consistent, especially at home. At home are the games where you do not want to get on dry spells like the Raptors did in that third quarter, where they just could not hit anything. They could not get a field goal to fall. They turned the ball over way too many times. And if we check out the stats, let's see if we can get an understanding. Look at this. Turnovers by the Raptors, 14 turnovers in this game. We still have 8 minutes to go as compared to the Golden State Warriors, who have 13. So both teams are very similar in the turnover category. But if you're the Warriors, you got to limit those, as they show the replay of Klay Thompson actually ended up falling, and he kind of ended up stretching out his left hamstringer's quad. So he's going to have to call a timeout or a foul. Yeah, they're showing the replay. This is not good, and he is actually went to the locker room. So this is not good for the Warriors because they just lost their leading scorer of 25 points in Klay Thompson. So now here come the Warriors. Draymond Green giving off to Curry, who just checked back into the game. Green finds Curry in the corner again. There's going to be a foul against Kyle Lowry. So that's 5 fouls for Kyle Lowry now. He is not going to be happy with himself if he gets fouled out in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. So now, 7 minutes and 41 seconds left. Warriors going to inbound it with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Cousins giving off to Livingston. Cutting to the basket, and he gets that one to drop. Lowry could not do much on the defensive end because he would get called for that 6th foul. So the Warriors up by 9 again, 100-91. Here comes Lowry. Lowry near the free throw line, steps back, kicks it out to Van Fleet. Now Van Fleet has the ball, guarded by Livingston. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Van Fleet thought about bouncing it over, and he finds Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi tries for 3 ball, not able to get that bounce, and now it's going to be a foul. Actually, no foul. It actually ended up hitting the top of the backboard, so it's going to be Warrior ball. So now Warriors have a chance to increase their lead to double digits as Cousins has the ball, guarded by Ibaka. And now he bounces it over to Green. Now Green right over to Cousins. Cousins finds Cook. Cook already with 2 3-pointers. Forced to give it up to Green. Green's got 5 seconds. Finds Curry. Look at that bounce pass to Livingston as he gets fouled. So now Livingston headed to the free throw line to try to knock down 2 free throws. Curry with nice pass right there right over Livingston. So now 6 minutes and 51 seconds left as Livingston's headed to the free throw line to try to knock down 2 more free throws and increase the lead back up to 10. Showing the replay right here of Curry already in the paint, bounced it right over to Livingston, and Livingston, all he had to do was just pump fake, get the defender in the air, feel the contact, and try to get to the free throw line. So now here comes Livingston at the free throw line. Knocks down the first free throw for the Golden State Warriors. Shaun Livingston, a 77% free throw shooter so far in these NBA playoffs. As we see Andrew Bogut checking in for the Golden State Warriors. So now Shaun Livingston, 3-time NBA champion, at the free throw line, trying to knock down both free throws and make it a 11-point lead. Yes, he does. Increases the lead to 11. 102-91 is the score. Kawhi Leonard, Fred VanVleet, Danny Green, Marc Gasol, and Kyle Lowry on the floor for the Raptors. They're going to have to get on a nice scoring run, but they'll also have to stop the Warriors on the offensive end as Kawhi Leonard gets to the paint, gets the foul call, and he still got it off the glass. Oh, Kawhi Leonard already with multiple trips for three-point play opportunities, and it's just his ability to hold on to the ball, to just not be fazed by the contact that he is feeling, as Green just with his hands up, Bogut with his hands across the body of Leonard, and he's just able to put that ball off the glass. Beautiful soft touch, and it's a three-point play opportunity for Kawhi Leonard. He's got 30 points, 8 for 16 from the field, 12 for 12 from the free throw line, and he's got 7 rebounds as well. So now here comes Kawhi Leonard, trying to complete the three-point play and cut the lead down to 8. And he's able to knock it down with the shooter's touch. Got a few bounces as well. 102-94 is the score. Raptors are down by 8. Curry crossing half court. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Leonard picks up Steph Curry. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Curry waiting for the screen by Bogut. Bogut has the ball now. Now Bogut giving it off to Livingston. Livingston alley-oops it right over to Green, and he gets that one off the glass. Danny Green almost came right in time to block it, but he came just a second too late. So now the score is 104-94, 10-point lead for the Warriors. Fred VanVleet guarded by Steph Curry. VanVleet bounces it over to Gasol. Now Gasol finds Kyle Lowry. Lowry pulls the trigger for three. Not able to make it, but Van Fleet gets an offensive rebound to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard from downtown. Not able to get that one to drop. And now Curry has the ball for the Warriors. Crossing half court. Now it goes to his left. Goes all the way down the lane. Finds that Draymond Green. And Green tries to alley-oop it on with the left hand. Andrew Bogut just tips that one in midair. Looked like he was getting held onto, and just with one hand reaches up, tips that one in, and the score is now 106-104. Warriors pulling away with a 12-point lead now. And look at that, Van Fleet was holding on to him before he even jumped. And look at that, Andrew Bogut, no problem for him. Still tall enough, just got to jump a little, tip it in with that left hand to increase the Warrior lead by 12. Just like that. The lead has been increased to 12 points. Warriors now in complete control of this game. And the Raptors just look like they cannot find a way to stop them on the offensive end and not having the same success that they did in Game 1 and the first half of this game. I mean, in the first half, they were disrupting the offense of the Warriors, not allowing them to get to their spots. I mean, Curry started erupting later on in that second quarter. Klay Thompson was the only one that was able to score points. But again, now that Klay Thompson is in the locker room, actually ended up messing up his left quad or hamstring. Hopefully it is nothing too serious, because again, the Warriors are in desperate need of some help on the offensive end. They lost KD. They almost lost Andre Iguodala. He's back in the game, but now they lose Klay Thompson, who was able to provide so many 3-pointers each game, as well as the defense that he puts up on Kawhi Leonard or on Siakam. That's going to be very, very missed. Sometimes it gets overlooked, the defense of Klay Thompson, but it's going to be very, very terrible news if you find out that Klay Thompson will not play in the next couple of games. So we will see, guys. We're in a halftime break right now. The score is 106-94. 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Raptors are currently down by 12 points. Warriors trying to close out this game and steal a road victory away from the Toronto Raptors. Scotiabank Arena is pretty quiet, but if they want their team to come back, they're going to have to just try to bump up the energy and just try to get their squad to focus in. They had a great game plan in that first half. They were in control. They were up by 4 points leading into halftime. But that third quarter, again, the Warriors came out with a different mindset. They were aggressive. They wanted to make the game a little bit more uncomfortable not a little bit, a lot more uncomfortable for the Raptors. And they worked it to perfection. They were not only working well on the offensive end, but the Raptors were not able to produce anything in that beginning of the third quarter. And that's what allowed the Warriors to outscore them by almost double digits in that third quarter and just erupt with a lead. So now it's up to the Raptors to see, can they come back in this game? I mean, again, not only do you have to come back against a strong team, you have to come back against a tough team with so many weapons in the Golden State Warriors. So we will see what goes down. I mean, Bogut has been a big factor for the Golden State Warriors. Every time he comes in, he's either able to, get some nice clutch rebounds or get into position to get alley-oops from Draymond Green and from Steph Curry to get easy buckets and get their offense rolling. So still a lot of game left to be played, but Raptors cannot allow this game to just kind of let that game slip. It's going to be very, very tough. Now, as we have George saying, now the bench is... Yeah, I know, George. As soon as you said it, my man, as soon as you said that the Warriors bench needed to step up, Quinn Cook knocking down 3 balls, Andrew Bogut getting into the action. Like George saying that's what I'm talking about. So we will see what happens as we have the game back on. Here comes Siakam, giving it off right over to Leonard. Now Leonard to Lowry. Lowry gets the foul called, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. So the ball right back over to the Toronto Raptors. They'll have a reset shot clock of 14 seconds. Raptors are down by 12 points. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Green. Kawhi gets double-teamed. Now he's got to force the ball out of his hands. Instead, the Warriors force a timeout that they did not need to take. So just like that, Toronto only with 1 timeout in this fourth quarter to go. So now Nick Nurse and his squad are going to have to talk things over again. Andrew Bogut and Draymond Green doing a great job to double-team, forced Kawhi Leonard to either give up the ball or call a timeout. And they had to call the timeout right there. So just like that, one timeout left for the Toronto Raptors. So now they're just going to have to try to play great basketball. And let's see if Nick Nurse can set something up for them after this timeout. They got to get something going if they want to get close to the Golden State Warriors. But right now, all the momentum is on the Warriors side. They are looking already to see, okay, we can close this game out. They stole a road victory from the Raptors. And now they're going to head home to Golden State on Wednesday. 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time is when that game starts. Game 3 of the NBA Finals between the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. Again, 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. Still plenty of times for the Raptors to get back into this game. It's going to get close, but I think the biggest thing they need is just on the defensive end. They need to find a way to stop the offense of the Golden State Warriors. Stop them from getting easy buckets in the paint. It's already been multiple times that Andrew Bogut gets an alley-oop or a nice pass by Draymond Green or Steph Curry right over to Sean Livingston to get an easy bucket. So now let's see. Siakam runs right into Andrew Bogut, and Bogut gets called for the blocking foul. So now the referees are actually going to discuss it, and it's going to be a foul on Bogut. Siakam getting aggressive, crossing over to his right, running right into the chest of Andrew Bogut. So now let's see if it's going to be shooting foul and it wasn't a shooting foul, even though he wasn't in the shooting motion. So Siakam going to get 2 free throw shots as he knocks down the first free throw. Siakam, 76% free throw shooter in these playoffs so far. So now let's see what happens here as we have Siakam trying to knock down both free throws, trying to cut this lead down to 10. Again, plenty of time for the Raptors to get back into this game, but it's going to have to come from the defensive end as Siakam misses the free throw, but Leonard gets the offensive rebound. So now the Raptors have a second chance opportunity. 8 seconds on the shot clock. It's got to come quick as Van Fleet has Bogut on him. Now he's going to step inside the arc. Nice little 1-foot jumper. Not able to get it. Leonard with another offensive rebound for the Raptors. Second opportunity now for the Raptors as Leonard now with Green on him. Hesitates. Drives right to the lane. Finds Van Fleet in the corner. Not able to get it. Leonard almost got it, but Van Fleet gets to the rebound this time. And he's able to finish the layup off the glass. Oh, so many second chance opportunities for the Raptors. They have 20 second chance points to the Golden State points with 0. But that should tell you a bigger thing is that, look at this. As Van Fleet comes up with the steal. And there's going to be a foul on Steph Curry. Wow, I thought it was going to be a foul on Fred Van Fleet, but instead the loose ball foul was on Steph Curry after that steal by Fred Van Fleet. Van Fleet playing aggressive defense on this one. Reached in, got that one to go, and it doesn't seem like Curry was the one that fouled Van Fleet on that one, but Steph Curry is going to be called for that one. So now let's see what happens as Van Fleet has been the guy off the bench for the Raptors. He has 17 points tonight. 2 for 7 from beyond the arc. But he is just trying to do his best job to try to slow down Steph Curry. Hasn't worked so far, but then it's moments like these that can try to get his team back into it late in this fourth quarter. He reached in perfectly, got the steal. Doesn't seem like Curry really fouled him when he went to go get that steal. I mean, Van Fleet was clearly going to get the ball. He might have held on to him. So let's see what the referee's going to call since they're still looking it over. As a foul is called right there, and the referees are still looking it over. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in this game as we're waiting to see what the referees decide. As we have Adroid Sucks. Adroid Sucks saying, Warriors, I got 20 on the Golden State. Oh, man, dude, you bet on the game. All right, my man. Good luck to you, my friend. Did you, Adroid, did you bet on the whole series or did you bet on just this game? Let me know, my friend. So now it's showing the replay of Klay Thompson since we're still waiting for the referee's decision. So it just seems he landed so awkwardly that he ended up kind of stretching out his quad. And it seems like Klay Thompson might not return to this game as he went to the locker room right after that. So that is not going to be good news for the Warriors. Hopefully it does not keep him away from multiple games in this series, but it sounds like he will not return to game 2. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left. Golden State currently up by 9. 106-97 is the score. So it's just a foul on Curry. So now Lowry has the ball with the fresh shot clock for the Raptors as Lowry gets the ball right back. Ends up getting fouled on that one. And actually, no foul. Jump ball. So now let's see what the referees are going to decide. And now they're going to call a foul on Steph Curry. So both referees had different calls. One referee under the basket called for the jump ball. One referee closer to the out of bounds area actually ended up calling it a foul. And they went with the foul. So now it's going to be a free throws for Kyle Lowry. And the Raptors are now in the bonus. And Lowry too strong on that first free throw attempt. So now the lead still remains 9, 106-97 for the Golden State Warriors. Lowry with 12 points. He's in double digits. And now Lowry ready to take a second free throw. Knocks it down. Makes it an 8-point lead for the Warriors. Now here comes Curry. Guarded by Van Fleet. Van Fleet already pressuring him. Picking him up from full court. Green. Nice little move in the ball around the Warriors are. And now Green has it again. Green. Surveying the floor. Gives it off to Cook. Cook blows right by Siakam. Finds Iguodala. Iguodala's got 5 seconds. He pulls the trigger. Not able to get a good look on that 3 ball. And he comes up short. And now here comes Kawhi Leonard. Leonard bringing the ball down. Bounces it over to Gasol. To Van Fleet. Van Fleet beyond the arc. In and out. And not able to get that one to fall. And there's going to be a foul on Kyle Lowry. And that is going to be it for Kyle Lowry. 6 fouls on him. He is fouled out of this game 2 of the NBA Finals. Very unfortunate for Kyle Lowry and Nick Nurse. As now you're not going to have the point guard on your squad for the remainder of these 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. And you can see the replay. And you can see that it was a foul. He hit him right on the wrist. So Kyle Lowry is going to have to sit it out with 13 points and 2 assists. That's what he finishes with tonight. So now here come the Warriors. Few substitutions coming on. Danny Green coming on for the Raptors. So Van Fleet staying right on the hip of Steph Curry, not trying to give him any room to breathe. It's an 8-point lead for the Raptors. Less than 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter as we have Quinn Cook bringing the ball up for the Warriors. Gives it off to Green. Green finds Cousins near the paint. Look at the ball movement by the Warriors. Leads to Quinn Cook. 3-pointer. No, too strong. And Kawhi Leonard's able to get that rebound. Now Leonard bringing the ball up. Guarded by Steph Curry. Thinks about the 3. Gives it off to Gasol. Now Gasol finds Van Fleet. Van Fleet thought about the 3. Kicks it out. Siakam from the corner. No, not able to get that one. Goes off the back of the iron. Raptors have their chances, but they're not able to convert as Curry has the ball. Van Fleet trying to go around the screen. Finds Green. Now Green, give it over to Cousins. Cousins has Danny Green on him. Instead, he gives it right back. Now Curry has it. Curry getting double teamed. Goes right around. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He loses the ball. The ball is loose. Shot clock is still on. Green has to shoot it off the front of the rim. Kawhi Leonard still able to get that rebound. Now Leonard in transition. Behind the back dribble. Gets away from Quinn Cook. 3 ball. No, too short. Siakam trying to fight for the offensive rebound, but Cousins is able to rip it away. Oh, Raptors, again, not able to capitalize on their chances. They have some stops on the defensive end, but not able to get any good looks as Cousins pulls the trigger from 3 deep, and he's not able to get it as Kawhi Leonard gets another rebound for the Raptors. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Thinks about the 3. Goes right at Green. Loses the ball. Gets called for the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. And just like that, it's going to be Warrior ball. 106-98 is the score. 8-point lead still for the Warriors. And Golden State will still have possession of the ball. Leonard, nice little spin move. But again, Green reaching in, poking that ball out. And I was able to go right into the hands of DeMarcus Cousins, who got fouled by Kawhi Leonard. So now Green with 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. He is 1 rebound and 1 assist shy from a triple-double as Iguodala, guarded by Danny Green, goes around the screen. Now they're just trying to waste as much time as they can in order to pull off a victory in Toronto as DeMarcus Cousins goes attacks baseline, tries to go up, gets blocked, but he's able to put that one in. And it's going to be a jump ball, so they will not count the bucket. So the shot clock is down to 5 seconds for the Golden State Warriors. Let's see who got that block right there, as it was Kawhi Leonard who got that one, even though it seemed like he got hit. DeMarcus Cousins got hit in the hand, so we'll see what happens as there's 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. 106-98. Golden State currently up by 8 points. Let's see what happens. DeMarcus Cousins and Kawhi Leonard will fight for this jump ball. The tip is about to be thrown up by the referee. Now the ball is up. Green is able to get it. And now let's see what the referees call. Oh, and the Warriors actually ended up causing a violation before the jump ball even happened. So just like that, the Warriors give up the possession of the ball. So now Toronto will regain it as DeMarcus Cousins. You can see in the replay that DeMarcus Cousins reached for the ball as soon as he left the hands of the referee. Didn't even allow it to kind of go up in the air, and he just kind of tipped it over to Green. So the violation was correct, as DeMarcus Cousins already with 11 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double in Game 2. So now here comes Fred VanVleet. Less than 2 minutes to go in this fourth quarter for the Raptors and the Warriors. Game 2, Gasol, give it out to VanVleet. VanVleet, guarded by Iguodala, has the screen. He's got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ends up bouncing it over to Leonard. Now Leonard, nice little hesitation, crosses over to his left, fades away, too short on that one. Good defense by Draymond Green. And now Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors are going to try to waste as much time as they can in order to secure their victory in Game 2, as Green, nice little spin move, finds Quinn Cook, right back to Green, now to Cook, give and go. Cook pulls up, 15-foot jump shot, not able to connect. And now here comes Siakam. Siakam with the ball, coming down, finds Gasol. Now Gasol right over to VanVleet. Raptors need to produce something on the offensive end if they want to try to get back into this game. Kawhi Leonard drives in. He gets fouled by the Warrior defense. And there's going to be a technical foul on the Warriors. Let's see who's going to be on. Steph Curry looking around seeing who. It's going to be, who is it going to be? Is it Steph Curry or DeMarcus Cousins? So it seems like it's going to be the technical foul was on Steph Curry because he threw the ball up into the air. So Kawhi Leonard's going to take the technical free throw shot, knocks that one down, cuts the lead down to 7, and the Raptors will regain possession. Let's take a look at this replay as Steph Curry just kind of throws the ball up into the air after they call the whistle out of probably frustration. So the referees probably didn't like that as he threw the ball up. So technical foul was called. So now here comes Kawhi Leonard at the free throw line because he did get fouled by Cousins. And Leonard knocks down another free throw. So potential 3-point play for the Raptors. And now the lead is down to 6. It could be down to 5 with 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Now let's see Kawhi Leonard. He has been perfect from the free throw line. Knocks down all 3 free throws as Steve Kerr calls a timeout. And the lead has been cut down to 5. 106-101. Just when you thought that the Raptors were done in this game, it seems like they still have an opportunity to get back into it. As we go to a timeout break. 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Warriors currently up by 5 points. 106-101. A lot of different sequences happening for both squads. Let's see what happens. Guys, let me know what you think in the chat. Who do you think is going to take this Game 2? Is it the Raptors? Is it the Warriors? Are they going to be able to split this split this final series 1-1? Or are the Raptors going to make a crazy comeback with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in this fourth quarter? This is going to be very, very intense. As we have the broadcast coming back on, Raptors needed to protect home court, and they are now minutes away from letting it slip right through their hands and allowing the Warriors to get a road victory in these finals, especially considering that they're heading back home to Golden State on Wednesday for Game 3. DeMarcus Cousins starting the game, and he has just produced. He's got a double-double. If you guys are just checking in, Klay Thompson actually ended up getting injured early on in that fourth quarter, and now he's actually in the locker room, and I do not believe he will come back tonight. He ended up stretching out his hamstring or quad. So very, very tough news for the Warriors. Hopefully there's nothing too serious that keeps Klay Thompson out, because Klay Thompson was the leading scorer for the Warriors the majority of this game. So now each team only has one timeout, 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Raptors need to play their best defense of the game in order to give themselves an opportunity to come back, as they're already, Nick Nurse directing them to kind of start a full court press. So Draymond Green ready to inbound it, as Draymond Green gives it off to Quinn Cook. Cook picked up by Danny Green. Now giving it off to Draymond Green. Green guarded by Danny Green. Kawhi Leonard ends up moving over to Quinn Cook as Draymond Green gets an opening, gives it off to Cousins, and goes out of bounds. And now it's going to be off of Toronto. So now they're going to take a look at the replay, because we are under 2 minutes. So now the referees will try to see who it went off of. This is going to be a very critical play. If it is off of the Warriors, Toronto will have another opportunity to cut down the lead, as Draymond Green goes up, loses possession. It seems like it could be off of Draymond Green, but it don't know if it actually hit Marc Gasol at all when he went up for that one. Doesn't seem like it hit Gasol's arm as Draymond Green went up for that one. As they're showing multiple angles of the replay, Draymond Green ends up losing the ball in midair and he tips it over. And it ends up going out of bounds. So it's up to the decision of the referees. They're looking at it right now. And it doesn't even seem like it hits his arm, Marc Gasol's arm. So it could be reversed. But if the referees do not have enough evidence, the original call was Warrior ball. So we will see what happens here. This is going to be a very, very critical play. Again, like I mentioned, if the Warriors end up losing this ball, gives it right back to the Raptors, and the Raptors have a chance to cut this lead down for the Warriors. So the referees are still looking it over. We're in a little break right now as they're trying to come up with a decision right now. As we have George right here in the chat saying, why is this technical? Yeah, so they call it technical on Curry a few plays before, because he threw the ball up right into the middle of the air because he was frustrated with the call that they made on DeMarcus Cousins. So they gave a technical to Steph Curry, and that's why Kawhi Leonard ended up shooting an extra free throw. So the referees are still at the scorer's table looking at the replays, trying to see what angles they can try to come up with the evidence in order to see if the ball went off of Marc Gasol or if it just went right out of the hands of Draymond Green. I mean, Golden State currently up by 5, 51 seconds left. If Toronto was able to get that ball back, I mean, they have an opportunity to knock down a 3 and make it you'd basically make it either a 2-point game or a 3-point game. And they did change the call. So now it's going to be Toronto Raptor basketball. So this could change the complexion of this game if the Raptors are able to come up on the offensive end. If they come up with a 3, they can try to cut this lead down to 2, or they go for a quick 2. So now let's see what happens. So now here come the Raptors. Van Fleet gonna inbound it, gives it right off to Siakam. Siakam coming down the floor, giving it out to Leonard. Leonard pump fakes the 3, goes right by Green, finds Siakam in the paint, gets swarmed, kicks it out. Van Fleet from downtown, not able to get it, but Danny Green gets the offensive rebound. Right over to Kawhi Leonard. He's got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Leonard goes right at Green. Not able to get it. Loose ball. Siakam over to Danny Green for 3. Danny Green knocks down the 3 ball. Oh, 106 to 104. There's a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. The Raptors don't know if they have to foul or not. Let's see what they're going to do. They're trying to foul. Nick Nurse is trying to tell them to foul. They're trying to force the turnover. And they get it. Oh, almost a steal. But the Warriors still have it. Here comes Iguodala from downtown. Oh, and Iguodala buries the 3 ball. Oh, 5-point game now. Just like that. The Raptors had a chance. And Iguodala just ends those chances with that 3 ball. Oh, my goodness. What a sequence. It almost seemed like the Raptors were going to try to foul him. Nick Nurse was frustrated on the side of the bench, was calling for the foul, trying to get them to foul somebody, and they did not do it. Instead, look at this, how much time was left on. You can see Nick Nurse. They're trying to call for the foul. Look at this beautiful play right there. And Iguodala just open for the three. Knocked it down. 5.9 seconds. Don't think you should have fouled, because if they would have just shot 2 free throws, it would have made it a 4-point game. But unbelievable sequence that we just saw right now. And that could have been the game changer right there. It's just a 5-point lead now, 109 to 104, 5.9 seconds left. The Raptors, I mean, at this point, Raptors don't have any timeouts. They need to run something very quick. That way, only a few seconds go off of the game clock. You need to shoot a quick 3, drop that one down. That way, you can make it a 2-point lead. And then you need to get a steal and put that ball up. That is your only chance at this point. Let's see what is going to go down in this play, what play Nick Nurse has. They have to go for a 3, as we see in the locker room. KD is in the locker room right there. He's probably very anxious. He wants his squad to come up with a road victory. Here comes Van Fleet. Gonna inbound it for the Raptors. Gives it off to Gasol. Right back to Van Fleet. Going around. Danny Green takes the 3. No, too short. And that's gonna do it. Final score, 109 to 104. Warriors come up clutch. Andre Iguodala knocking down the 3 ball. And they have just stole a game on the road against the Toronto Raptors. And this final series is tied 1-1. Unbelievable game. Wow. I almost look at the Warriors are going to pull away from it in that fourth quarter, and they just somehow find a way to get back into the game. They were down by 5 points. They hit a 3-pointer. They were down by 2, and they could not play good enough defense to stop Iguodala from knocking down that 3 ball. What a game, guys. That was some good stuff, and that is what I like to see. Just makes this series even more interesting. So we will see how everything plays out in Game 3 Wednesday at 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Should be a very, very fun game to watch, guys. 1-1, and now Golden State going to have home court advantage for the next 2 games. So we will see how everything is going to play out. Is KD going to come back? How is Klay Thompson's health? Oh, man. So many questions. So many things that are going to be answered in the next few days. Well, thank you so much, guys. As George cuts in like that, that's it. He says, what a game. Good night, Victor. Great comfort. Thank you so much, George. I appreciate you staying up so late, my friend. Thank you so much. Get a good rest of, good rest of your night to sleep, man. Catch up on hours. But thank you so much, George. I appreciate you coming in and chatting, my friend, and listening. To everybody else, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody listening. Star Wars Player 1, thank you for chatting and listening, my friend. Miles Smalls, thank you. Cleveland Brown, thanks for coming in for a short bit and chatting with me. We also have Adroid Sucks. Thank you, Adroid. I guess you won $20, my friend. Sonny, thank you so much, Sonny, for coming in. And to anybody else that listened, you have TJ Shmurda. He's saying, hey, what's up, TJ? How you been, my friend? Thank you so much for coming in late into the chat. I appreciate everybody coming in, listening for a few minutes, a few seconds. Again, I apologize. I didn't show the game. I can't show the game because I'll just get my YouTube channel in trouble. Just mostly doing this to practice, see if I can do play-by-play in some type of way. But yeah, I appreciate if you guys like the content. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like video. Any feedback, I would love anything. If I sucked, if I was okay, if I didn't slur over my words or stutter, I'd appreciate anything, guys. So again, thank you so much, everybody that listened. Final score, 109 to 104. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is in the books. And the Warriors stole a game. You know what that means? That means we also get a free taco from Taco Bell. If you love Taco Bell, you also get a free taco because the road team got a road victory. So, just a little FYI for you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate everybody listening. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And hopefully, I'll be able to do Game 3 this Wednesday. Just depends on work and see if I'm able to make it there. But if not, it's all good. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday and enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.